Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Lara De-Leuw. This is the gorgeous Linda.
Hi. Breathe.
And we've got a whole night of amazing things because what we've got is under £10 for the first hour. We've also got the kit in the second hour as well as a Tanzanite clearance. I know.
Those two words don't go together, do they really? No, Tanzanite clearance, no.
But it's happening.
Good.
It's happening. I have also got some gorgeous Swarovski coming up. The second kit is amazing. You need to see. Would you class it as a collar?
The shibori one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose yes, it is. It's
stunning. If you love the colour purple, you're going to absolutely adore it. It's an amazing kit, and the design that Linda's done on the actual neck piece itself is just... Now, I'm with the gorgeous Becky, who's been here since 3, is that right?
Yeah, she said.
Yeah. And the gorgeous Paul is there as well at the director's chair, and I've got the gorgeous Leah and Lucy on the floor. So hello team.
Hi.
Hello. It's going to be a really good night. It is. Now, I want to give you a heads up. Are you not well? Oh dear. Everyone at the moment is not well.
No,
Have you been ill?
Not really.
You have to think about it.
You have to think about it. It's not that often.
Maybe.
I'm not sort of. Hang on a minute. Let me just think. No, I'm fine. I really have been fine. Unusually so. Unusually so.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you positive about that?
You watch tomorrow. I'll come down with something lurgy now.
Oh, don't. I want to show you a couple of things that are coming up a little bit later on. I've got some beautiful, beautiful things for you, including these, which are very similar to one of the kits, actually.
Yeah.
We've got some flowers in one of the kits. These are coming up a little bit later.
They're beautiful.
They are, aren't they? This is one of the star buys. I've also got some sterling silver deals coming up. Now, one of my sterling silver star buys is a pack. A sterling silver pack, which, Becky, I wanted to double check this. This pack is a double pack, isn't it? So it's not just one pack, you'll be getting 2, but you'll be getting it for a ridiculously low price, and that's this one here. Oh, hey up. Oh. This is the one that I got, and I ended up buying 2 separately. But you're getting both.
You're getting both?
Yeah.
Right.
You're getting both. Now we're going to kickstart, because it is under £10 for the whole of this hour, so as you already know the price, it's a case of just getting on the phone lines as soon as you can, because we're very limited in all of these. So we're going to start off with this one, which is some wire. I like this colour. This is one of those colours that just goes with so many things. Turquoise.
Yes, it does.
It's your bare copper wire, and it's the soft variety of the bare copper wire. So, first of all, it's one of our most popular wires, alongside the champagne gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I would agree with you, definitely, that if you want to do a project, all of a sudden, I must do that, and you're struggling for wire, I would always go for this.
Would you?
Copper cut. Definitely, because as you just said, it will go with everything.
Yeah.
It can highlight and it can soften.
It actually would go very nicely with the first kit. Can we have a sneaky peek of the first kit?
Go brilliantly with the first.
No. Apparently no. No, it is one of those amazing colours that do... See, look! Wouldn't it go so nicely with that?
Excuse me.
Are you sure you're not going down with something?
I think I just suddenly caught something, yeah.
The last few seconds. It is one of those beautiful colours, and because it's soft as well, it's really easy to make it malleable. Mm-hmm. It's 0.6 and it's 10 metres that you're getting in total. You're getting it for £1.
Wow.
£1.
Wow.
That's when I'll be saying, get on the phone lines, darling, grab as many as you can, stockpile now.
I can remember the time when Jewellery Maker, we were never allowed to put anything on air under £6.95.
I remember that as well.
We've come a long journey since then, haven't we?
Well, if you buy 7 of these, technically it's not...
Exactly, yeah.
But that's amazing, isn't it, if you think about it? And if you are a new customer, there's no limit now, is there, or there's no sort of set price that you have to pay before you get the free gift. So if you come in for this and buy just one of these, obviously you've got your postage and packaging, but you will still get those free, the 2 free strands as well if you're brand new to the company. You don't have to do anything. All you do is you buy this item and that's it. It will automatically be sent to you, which is brilliant, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Now, I am going to move on very quickly on this one. It's not sold out yet, so keep adding it to your cart. Did you say 15? 16, sorry. Clearly mishearing. Ooh, that's shiny.
Pretty. Very shiny.
That is very shiny.
That's a real sort of 9-carat gold shiny look.
See, I was thinking of more than that. You know, the higher up the carat weight you
more
get, the
golden
brighter
it
you get.
gets,
doesn't it? And it starts to look unreal, doesn't it? When you get to like 22 carat gold, it's so shiny. But that's the kind of look that you're getting on this one. I love that. You've got 10 metres, it's gold coloured copper. Again, it's soft wire. This time it's 0.8. So what would you pop with this one? What kind of colours would you go for gold?
Again, with gold, anything and everything.
Anything
It really is. Metals, I think, are really quite a personal thing. I mean, I would say that most people would say silvers with your cooler colours, like, you know,
Really?
aquamarines and things like that. Yeah. And then gold for sort of mookites and reds and smoky quartzes and black, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then silver and black
Yeah,
goes really
silver
nice
and black are
together.
good. Well, this is what I'm saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a personal preference.
See, I like the white gold and I like silver a lot. This, I think, goes beautifully with turquoise. Those kind of colours.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, this is why I said really, because cooler colours, I think, look really nice with gold.
Yeah, well, this is it, you see.
Yeah.
What one person thinks, the other situation works as well.
I think that's why mixing the colours as well of metals
Definitely.
works really well. £4.95 for your 10 metres. It's 0.8, so it's actually quite good as a structural wire as well. Really like the look of that. It's got so much shine on it.
They're incredibly malleable, these wires are as well, which is, I feel, as a sort of novice type of a wire worker, it really helps me.
Yes.
Because you can obviously harden it with your flat nose pliers, just dragging it through the flat nose pliers and work hard on it.
Yep.
But if it's malleable, it can inter itself, as it were, within your design beautifully.
The first time I worked with wire, I'm not really a wire worker, and I think this is probably why. I went to a garden centre because I was a kid. I'd seen someone do wire work. I was like, I can do that. And I went to a garden centre and I bought a spool of really thick wire.
That's
and I couldn't do anything with it.
There's wire and there's wire.
Yeah. I learnt that lesson.
Yeah.
Didn't realise for years. I just thought they were really good and really strong-handed at being able to do it. So we're going away from wire right now. I've got Labradorite, and it's so pretty.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't it? I've said this many times before, but our Labradorite just seems to keep getting better and better.
It's beautiful.
Look.
It's so sophisticated, isn't it, Labradorite?
Imagine that as a ring.
I mean, with that gold wire that you've just...
Good point, yeah.
away.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. I do like Labradorite that has... recently, our Labradorite is showing far more than what we used to have, which was the shocking blue Schiller that we used to get, you know, the lightning blue. Now we seem to be getting...
Purples.
Yeah.
Because you were in an
I've got the best strand of Labradorite ever in this kit.
The first kit coming up has got, by far, one of those beautiful strands.
No, I've never seen anything like it.
Just you wait. Get this to go with it. It would be perfect. It's under £10, this is, of course, £9.75. And you're just going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. Turn each and every single one of these into individual rings. They are big enough. Even the small ones are big enough, aren't they? Love it. Hold those lines on that one, my lovelies. We are moving on quite quickly because we're trying to give you as much choice as we possibly can. Wow, beautiful. Now that's a colour pop, isn't it?
Beautiful.
That's very much a colour pop. Amethyst. Is this Zambian by any chance? Yes.
Yeah.
It's that very, very well known chocolate box purple, which now makes me want chocolate. 85 carats of amethyst, graduated plain rondelles. You're looking at 6x3 to 9x4 millimetres, and it's an 18 centimetre strand. See, silver, I think, goes really nice with this.
Yeah.
But then gold does
but
as
then
well.
gold does, and so does
rose gold.
rose gold. That's the one. Yeah.
£6.95. So with that price point, you get a couple and you can mix and match the strands.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. If you get a strand of gemstone under £10, then if you can, I would definitely multi-buy, because I'm really at the moment into sort of big one gemstone look necklaces. So statement, which basically means rows and rows of.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful size for that,
Yeah.
isn't it? And rows and rows and rows of that would just look beautiful. And at the end of it, 5 rows is going to, what, £35, something
Yeah.
like that? So a 5-row amethyst necklace, £35, you wouldn't believe it if you saw that in a shop, would you? No. You just wouldn't. You'd say, well, that's not amethyst. You know, and that's gorgeous quality amethyst. There's some beautiful deep purples and almost Rose de France going on in that one there.
That's what I like about it, actually,
Yeah.
is the definition between the purples, because normally you get just one basic colour, don't you? So you do get the lighter ones in there as well, which is really nice to see.
Which shows you that is a gemstone.
It would look lovely as well with your second kit.
It would. Oh, yes, absolutely.
It is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Now I'm going to leave that there with you, and I'm going to bring you this instead. Do you like making earrings?
I do.
I like making earrings because they're really easy to do and they're really quick to do, and I don't really get a lot of time these days. So if I do get to sit down to do something, it's normally a pair of earrings.
They can be sort of elaborate earrings within 10 minutes and very simple, stylish earrings within 2.
Yeah, I stick to simple.
Absolutely.
Simple.
They're beautiful.
You are getting rose gold. Now let's see the plated. So it's rose gold plated silver. You've got gold plated silver and you've got silver. So you've got 10 pairs of each. That's 30 pairs in total. All of them are 925 sterling silver, and then you've got the coatings on the top. So you are getting a whole lot of bang for your buck right here. This is one of those that I would suggest you multi-buy on, just purely because, well, this is the first time I've seen this many in a kit of sterling silver with your platings.
Definitely. I mean, I knew that they were precious metal as soon as you brought them out. There's something about the precious metal that just shouts style, doesn't it? I mean, they are very, I suppose you could use the word beautiful, couldn't you, with them? They are. I love the fact that they're not overly large, because some of the copper, silver copper,
they can be quite chunky.
Can be chunky, yeah. And I love this. This is so stylish, and it lets the, whatever you do to make the earring, it lets that shine, and yet this isn't sort of shy and retiring either. It's just a smoothing finish to it. Beautiful. Gorgeous. When you had them all together then, it just shows you how those mixed metals work.
They do look really beautiful, don't they? The thing for me is the fact that you've got 5 of the silver, 5 pairs of earrings, 5 pairs of earrings, 5 pairs of earrings. That's 15 pairs of earrings.
That's a brilliant price.
£9.95.
Yeah, when I first started making jewellery, and I was buying from a little craft farm my sterling silver if I couldn't get into Birmingham, into the jewellery quarter, and I was paying then, this is going back probably about 12 years now, I was paying £4.95 for a pair of sterling silver.
Wow.
Earrings then, shepherd hooks then. So, you know, this is a brilliant, brilliant deal.
Great. Thank you. I was going to say Gravida. I was going
Yeah, you
to
went
combine
Gravida,
2 words there. 2 words straight away, which happens all the time with me. It's a great deal, and you've got a huge quantity if you think about it. 15 pairs is what you're going to be getting out of this. So you've got a fantastic opportunity to make beautiful earrings with that sterling silver. £9.95. How much is that each? Each pair?
We've got 15 pairs, and I can't work that one out in my head, I'm afraid.
66 pence. So you were paying £4.
£4.95 for a pair of sterling silver earring findings.
And these are 66 pence each.
Excellent, isn't it?
So you would get the equivalent of 2 pairs of earrings, basically, thereabouts, for what you're getting 15.
Exactly. Exactly. And at the end of the day, you know, these are stash builders, aren't they?
They are.
You do need them. It's not something that you think, oh, that's beautiful, I must have this. But you need them. If you're going to be making jewellery, you need these findings.
For a long time, I overlooked the power of the finding.
Yeah, exactly.
And I focused on getting gemstones because I love my gemstones, so that for me was a real focus. And then when I came to actually making jewellery, you then go, oh, I should have
Yeah.
Dot, dot,
Yeah,
dot.
absolutely.
So that's why we always recommend whenever you do see deals like this, when you've got quantity and you have the ability to get them in bulk, do so, because findings are actually a lot more difficult for us to source. I know it sounds really silly and it's quite bizarre, but they are more difficult to source at the kind of prices that we want than gemstones are. We've been doing gemstones for a very, very long time. We've got great contacts there. We have been doing findings as well, but for a long period, we focused mainly on the base findings, didn't we?
We did.
If you think for years, that was the predominant what we had. So to get something like a 925 sterling silver at these kind of prices, stockpile when you can.
Definitely.
Definitely. Just been informed as well, there's a little bit of a wait on those phone lines, so please be patient. You will be answered as soon as possible. Now, I just want to give you a heads up as to what's coming up a little bit later on. Now, this is my, is it one to own? Must have. My must have. These are back in stock. It's been a long time since we've had these, and I think you're going to love them.
I do. I do.
Three huge strands.
It's golden obsidian, is it?
It is.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Three
We haven't had that for a long
huge
time.
We've had smaller strands.
Wow.
Because these are, I mean, what's the exact length on them? Is it 38? Is it longer than that? Paul's guesstimating 38. I think you're right there, Paul. Becky's having a nosy. I can't remember the last one I bought you was this long. They're normally shorter strands. It doesn't say, I'll have to measure that a little bit later, but you are getting a huge quantity on there. You've got 3 different sizes. It's my must-have. And if you have to go anywhere tonight, can we put these on pre-order, actually? Let's put them on pre-order. If we can put them on pre-order, if you've got to go anywhere tonight, get it in your basket early and make sure you're getting it so you don't miss out on this one, because it is a gorgeous gemstone. You've got an amazing look to it. Now, next up, ooh, I'm going to go for this one. Aren't these
Humdingers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these would be for heavier weights, wouldn't they?
Yes.
You've got a lot more metal in this and a bigger size to them. So you're getting 3 of them in the pack. They are again 925 sterling silver, but I mean, look at the size of these. Let me get my tweezers out. Look at those.
So the difference between, well, obviously they're larger. If
Well, you can
get
see the
one
size
of the
difference
previous
here.
ones out, you can see that they've got the little, significant little silver ball there as well.
Yes, they've got more of a flare, haven't they?
And they're sort of thicker.
Yeah, they're more substantial. So if you did want to have a weightier element on the actual end of this, you can do. Whereas the other ones would probably need something a little bit lighter.
Yeah, and I mean with these, the little top tip is, because you've got that little ball there above the jump ring part of it, and then you've got that little coil. That little coil will, you can persuade it to slip up.
Oh, it will.
And then the little ball, you can persuade that to slip off and come out. So you can then pop a little gemstone there and then pop it back on again.
Okay.
So, and that acts as a stopper then.
Nice.
So there's, that just gives you something a little bit different that you can do with that type of shepherd hook.
I like the fact you described it as persuading it.
Yeah, persuade it. Gently, gently. Don't ever go bullet to gatepost.
That's where I'm going wrong.
Particularly with your sterling silver. And, you know, oh my word.
You're looking at £1 each. Right there. Even going back to what you were saying, £4.95 for one pair is what Linda was paying previously. How long ago was that?
It's about 12 years ago. I was shopping in a little craft, you know, these little craft farms that you get around and that. And she specialised in gemstones and silver, and that's where I used to buy it from, unless I got into the jewellery quarter. But they were honestly, they were £4.95 a pair then. I don't think they weren't as big as those neither.
You're looking at £1
In fact, the
each,
silver wasn't as nice. I mean, you know, if I could say that, the silver is bright and lustrous.
You can see that on the screen as well, can't you? Instantly, you've got that mirror light finish to them, which is really lovely. So I'm going to leave those there with you, and I'm going to bring you, did you say 31? Ooh, let's have a nosy. Let's have a nosy. Ooh. Oh, we were talking about these yesterday with Fleur. So these, if you're using any sort of cord or silk, if you're not pearl knotting,
Perfect for pearls.
they protect the silk, because obviously if it's going to be touching, say, a clasp or a jump ring, it's going to rub, isn't it?
Yeah.
And as it rubs against fabric like a silk,
Yes.
it will
Absolutely.
break. It'll break. So this basically protects that. So you've got a little indent there where you actually run the thread or the silk through, and then it's the metal that touches the jump ring or the clasp or whatever it's attached to. So that's the bit that's going to get the friction, not the silk itself. So it protects it and elongates the life of your necklace or your bracelet.
Absolutely. Yeah, these are a finishing point to your jewellery making. You know, if you buy significant pearl jewellery from a high street jewellers or anywhere, you'll find that you get these on them, and that's attention to detail. So, you know, if they're available, and they're going to be under £10, obviously, if they're available for your jewellery, then, you know, it's worthwhile doing it.
It really is, and if you can get a couple, again, get a couple. They are sterling silver and they are gold plated. So you normally get 18 karat gold over the surface of your 925 sterling silver if it is plated. And it's just nice to be able to have so many of them. We don't bring these to you very often at all. I think in the last couple of months I've seen them twice.
Yeah, very, very rare.
Yeah, it's with me, so it might have been on with other people as well, but...
Yeah, and I mean,
I've seen
this
them
is a
twice.
0.5 millimetre hole, isn't it,
Yep.
approximately? So the average beading thread is 0.38, 0.45, something
it'll
like
fit
that.
through
On that,
easily.
yeah. So it'll go through easily, as will wildfire.
Oh, that's good to know.
As will, obviously, a 0.4 wire.
Yeah.
If you're using in wire work.
So would you need it with wire?
It's just a finishing touch again,
That's
isn't
true,
it? You
that's
know,
true.
it's very difficult to. You can make most findings, as it were, but again, it's the attention to detail. These are beautifully finished, and they're all exactly
are.
the same. You know, it's very difficult by hand to get something exactly the same at the end.
You're
of
actually
each
getting
necklace.
40 of them as well. 40 of them in total. So you're getting 2 packs of 20. So huge quantity for £6.95.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think if you do use these regularly in your jewellery, particularly if you sell, there's no going back.
No. No.
Certainly no going back to just a crimp bead, a squished crimp bead, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. Hold those lines on this one. Keep dialing in. There's still quite a few of those available for you. The nice thing is we may not see them very often, but when we do get them in, we do get them in bigger quantities. So that's one good thing. Now, what was the next one, sorry? Ooh. Talking of crimps, we've got the crimp covers. Now, I've actually got crimp beads, and 2 lots of crimp covers. Is that right? Gold plated copper crimp bead covers of 3mm. We've got those, 100 of those. Then we've got rose gold coloured copper crimp beads of 2mm. You've got 100 of those. Then you've got silver plated copper crimp covers of 3mm, and you've got 100 of those. That's nice to actually have that selection. I do feel, I said this yesterday, but I do feel bad about these beads, because they're so pretty.
Well, you can use them though, you don't have to have them as
That's
crimps.
what I do with them. I
Absolutely
don't
not.
like squishing them.
No, you definitely don't have to use them. They use a crimp bead. I mean, obviously this is a rounded one as well, which we don't get very often. And it's alive as well.
It is alive. I've got it. Don't worry. There it is.
You can use most findings for various different ways of using within your jewellery making. You know, as we know, you know, the humble jump ring makes some amazing jewellery.
It makes nice spaces as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Actually?
so, you know, just go for it. Don't always think, well, what it says on the tin is what I've got to do with it.
Exactly.
Experiment.
It's nice to be able to get all of these as well for less than £5.
Yeah, I mean, I do find a crimp bead squished at the end of something you've put your heart and soul into. You know, it's just, it's not really right, is it? You need a crimp bead cover.
Yeah. Yeah, and you've got the 2 different ways there as well. So again, stockpile on this one. This sale's all about that. Everything's under £10, so you already know it's going to be a fantastic price. It's just a case of getting in on the phone lines. This one, do we have a good quantity of this one? Okay, not a massive quantity. We've got 51 of these, unfortunately. I was hoping we'd have a couple of hundred, but apparently not. So it's a case of fastest fingers first, especially for that kind of price.
Definitely, definitely.
Now I'm going to leave those there for a moment because I want to bring you this one. Ooh, dendritic opal. I got my slice of dendrite come through the other day.
I passed through the room at the back here earlier, and there was some, I think it was Dendrite Agate, probably, cabochons, and I just like to stop and look at it.
They are really nice.
Yeah,
they are
Dendrite's
really nice.
beautiful. Whichever gemstone it is, whether it's Dendrite Opal, Dendrite Agate, whatever, it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, my daughter wasn't impressed. I was like, good, it's mine. It's mine. That's
I think it's beautiful.
I do. I adore it. I've always
I mean,
adored
it conjures up so many little. It just shrieks to me like little Japanese pictures.
Yeah, it's exactly what it does feel like, and you could look at it for hours.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And the beauty of having these is there's so many on there that every single one you could potentially be looking at for hours. Which means if you make a bracelet or a necklace out of it, probably a bracelet if you want to look at it yourself.
Yeah, yeah. I think this really is. The first thing I would do would make a bracelet with this because I just think it's so pretty. You know, and you make a very simple bracelet, whether it's a stretchy or whether it's with a clasp on. Just keep it simple because the gemstone's doing all the work there with all the detail in it. I mean, there's detail in pattern and there's detail in colour.
Do you know what I'd actually like to put with this, and it's a bit random? Wooden beads.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I agree.
Wooden
Yeah, I
beads.
get that very much so. Yeah, I get that.
$11.90. Becky, did you not notice the hour? Can you take it lower? I'm not going to repeat the exact words that was said then.
You've got a deal and a half now.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
She's just apologised to
Yeah.
everybody, but I don't think you really want apologising to out there, do you?
Yeah. £9.95.
You've got a bargain and a half there now.
Becky, you've done a deal for everyone on that one. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So it should have been £11.95.
Well spotted.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
She has been on doing a double shift today, so
Yeah.
yeah.
We have to forgive her. Actually, do you know what? It's a good job she has been doing a double shift, and it's a good job she's popped it into this hour because otherwise we wouldn't have got it at this price.
Exactly.
So I think we should be thanking her greatly.
Absolutely.
It is a beautiful strand. Even this one, which has got no patterning on at all.
Yeah, well, it's got a little bit of that sort of translucency. Some opalescence almost is going on there, isn't it? Almost, yeah.
Beautiful look to it.
Yeah,
Really beautiful.
I'd be inclined to put that with, if I was going to mix anything with it, other than a big, large dendrite opal or dendrite agate cabochon, would be some black spinel.
Nice.
Perhaps even a little
Microfaceted?
microfaceted, yeah.
Yeah. Love the idea of that. Now, believe it or not, we've actually got to that time. It's star by time for the sterling silver findings. Been playing with the findings. Can you remember the Christina Aguilera song?
No.
Where she dresses up in it. I can't remember the exact song, but she's got kind of almost, it was almost Marilyn Manson-esque, the video was. And she's walking on ballet heels. And she's got like knitting needles that she's walking with. Everyone's looking at me blankly. Clearly it's just me. Clearly
I think it was just a dream or a nightmare.
More than likely, more than likely. But that's what these remind me of. We have got 2 packs of findings, and the bit that reminded me of that video is these, which is the head pins. So you are going to get in this, it's a mini findings pack, and it's 925 sterling silver. Normally in this pack you'll get 2 head pins, you'll get a bolt clasp, 2 jump rings, 2 crimp beads, or 2 crimps themselves, and then 2 shepherd hooks, so a pair of earrings.
Exactly.
And you could make yourself...
Yeah, you can, I mean, out of that, you can make a necklace, obviously. You've got your bolt ring, you've got your 2 jump rings, and you've got your crimp beads. So it's a pair of earrings, a necklace, or a bracelet.
Yep.
The head pins you could use with the earrings because they're sterling silver and they are absolutely succulently gorgeous. Just the head pin dropping off of that earring is just as attractive.
But it's the
so you don't
size
need
of the
to add
actual
anything
finish
to it
as well.
as an earring if you don't want to.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, they look beautiful. Just a very simple loop on the top, beautifully executed, and then they let just drop like that.
Yep.
Lovely earrings.
The finish on the end for me is really beautiful because
Exactly.
normally the end of the head pin can be quite small.
I mean,
can't it?
to get a finish like that, you've got to have somebody incredibly well crafted with his soldering. You know, because that's what does it. That's what does that little turn at the end there. And I mean, I've tried it, and I've never, ever got a completely round circle yet. Ever. Never got a ball yet. No, never. See, I love those earrings. It's just simplicity in sterling silver.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. Would never have thought of not putting anything with it and just actually having them as
well,
they
as
are.
I say, as a backdrop, that's findings making a piece of jewellery.
So you're actually getting a double pack here. So you're getting 2 of those 9 pieces. And they are all 925 sterling silver, so you get to make 2 pairs of earrings and 2 necklaces if you want to, or 2 bracelets if you want to. And it's a really nice way of doing it, because if you're going from doing base metal and moving forward, you don't necessarily want to buy a large quantity of sterling silver at that moment, do you? Because I've done it very recently, branching from the base metals. That was what I kind of dealt with mainly. And I've gone into the sterling silver, and there's always that little bit of a fear factor of, am I going to mess it up if I go from base, where it doesn't matter so much because the cost is so small in comparison to a sterling silver.
Yeah, but the thing is, with sterling silver, you do have more than one go at it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it, because it's malleable. You see, with the silver-plated copper, it's just that little bit more easily fractured, or the plating will fracture. But with sterling silver, because of its malleability, you will have more than one go at it.
The nice thing about these as well is the cost is not going to be a factor. The price on these is fabulous, especially with it being a double pack as well. So you are going to be able to, there you go, £4.95. So for the equivalent price of the pair of just the hooks that you bought 12 years ago, you are getting 2 packs of these. It's a brilliant opportunity. It really, really is. I bought myself 2 packs of these particular ones last week.
Right, yeah.
And I love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
If you put, I mean, I'm not knocking the plated at all. I use them a lot, probably 80% of the time. Because if you're doing a collection for whatever, then and you're selling, it's a good idea to do it in plated. And then the special bits that seem to be really popular, upgrade to sterling silver on that design as well. But eventually, sooner rather than later, you will be able to pick them up either blindfolded or whatever, and you will know the difference. You will know which is the sterling, and you'll know which is the plated. It's a joy to pick up sterling silver findings.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. The nice thing about these as well is Christmas is coming up, and if you are thinking of making your own crackers...
Oh yeah, fantastic idea. I love that idea. I did that last year and the year before.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you specifically map out each person as to what... Yep.
Yeah. And just hoped that they didn't get mixed up by the time they'd had a few gin and tonics.
Nice. Need to just put the name on, really, don't you? Hold those lines, my darlings. Get a couple of those if you can. Now, in the next hour, at past, I've got a little treat for you. Now, I want to do the theme tune for Jurassic Park, but I can't remember it.
Liz.
Can you do that a little bit louder? No, you did it so beautifully. You did it so beautifully. She's refusing. We have got Baltic Amber with...
Wow.
an insect inside.
Oh, isn't it? It just makes you wonder what that is. It could be multi anythings. It looks like a creature to me.
It is definitely a creature. What kind of creature, I do not know. But we've got a very limited amount of these, as you can imagine. There's not going to be masses and masses of insects being caught in amber over the years. So we were only able to source a very, very small supply. What was the exact number again? 30. 30 of them.
What I like about that, you know, is it's completely natural. It's completely untouched, isn't it? It looks like that's the resin has its dropped and the little insect, whatever, has been caught up in it.
Well, that's exactly what it would have been, yeah.
It hasn't been handled, it hasn't, you know, It hasn't been polished or well, it may have been polished, but it certainly hasn't been formed in any way.
No, it's not like using
really,
modern day
really
resin and
natural.
injecting it. Yeah. Sorry, say that got number 8. Okay.
Wow, they're whoppers.
Ooh. Are these bleached?
Wow.
Oh, that was the word I was hoping to hear. No. So these are not bleached, but take a look at the luster. How much shine have you got on this?
Loads and loads. They're very, the translucency is very pink under these lights. Under a different light, it'll be a different colour. You know, a different sort of light. You know, we have the 7 colours, don't we? But you're going to get all the hues and things in there.
You quite often get a main one, a main colour will come through, and pink is the most desirable of them in a pearl.
Yeah, I mean, it's then when you moved it, then it was almost you know what you get in the mother of pearl shell, you know, in the inside of the shell.
It's beautiful when an nacre does that.
Yeah,
a white pearl is never just a white pearl. You do have this kind of, I suppose it is an iridescence.
Yeah,
is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, it's incredible. I don't know. It's the first time I've really given that a lot of thought. Is the fact that how, you know, the nacre has formed on it and given us that divine, natural pearl.
It's incredible, isn't it? £9.95, and you can get this strand. Pearls are great for the pearl knotting, and yesterday, if you saw yesterday's with Fleur, if not, have a look on YouTube. She went through a really simple method of how to knot them.
Yeah, there are various methods of how to knot pearls using just a simple awl or you know, actually manufactured bead knotter. They all work, but yeah, you can do it freehand too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just using. I think that's how it used to be done.
Yes.
Years and years ago. I can actually remember my nan having a pair of glass pearls, and I can remember them breaking, and I can remember her knotting them somehow with a thumb and finger. Sort of, it was like a trick. But they were only glass pearls. But that on the end, the findings pack, the head pins with a pearl.
Just one.
Just one pearl.
Beautiful.
That. Gorgeous.
That is beautiful. Oh, you're going to love these as well. Now, this is completely different and completely different spectrum, really, of than pearls. Take a look at these.
Wow, that's highly polished pyrite, isn't it? Oh, they're hematite. Hang on, let's see what
it's pyrite. It should be pyrite.
I know, I thought it was pyrite.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said 6.
It is pyrite, yeah. That's the pyrite.
Pyrite.
That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. A lot of pyrite, you can get a lot of the blackness in it, can't you? This hasn't got that.
It's got a beautiful sheen to it.
Beautiful earring that would make.
Yeah, just that on its own.
Yeah. Really nice.
Just that on its own.
Or a real statement, put 5 of them together, bring them, because they're top drilled. Fantastic flower.
Ooh. That'd be beautiful.
A big flower. Or all of them on a chain as a sort of pointy tassel. Like a feathered tassel.
Nice.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it really would. It absolutely would.
Yeah, I'd like to do that tassel with them.
Go simple though as well. I mean, just one on a pendant.
Oh yeah, for a man as well.
Yeah. £4.95 is what you're looking at for this one. 30 by 8mm. It's a gorgeous strand. You're getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 on there. So if you did just separate them out and have one as a pendant,
wow,
you wouldn't want to charge £5 for that, would you? You want to charge more than that.
Yeah.
Even if you charge 10.
Yeah, I think that would be about right.
That would be so
how many
nice.
did you say there were?
12.
12. So, I mean, if you charge 10, that's £120 off a £4.95 strand.
Yeah.
What's not to like?
So you're going to have some wire. Beautiful colour to this one again. Beautiful colour. 10 metres of gold plated, soft copper wire. This one is your 1mm gauge.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, this, you can do a lot with. This is, you know, a fully fledged structural wire, really, that everybody can handle normally. You go up to 1.25, 1.52, 2.5, you know, it starts to get a little bit harder to handle. But certainly at 1 mil, it's a very good structure wire, and most people can handle it. And being soft as well, again, it's just beautiful. It's a joy to handle.
It's nice to see 10 metres as well. Quite often we see the 1 mil or the 1.5 and 4 metres, don't
you
we?
can actually make a suite of jewellery just out of that.
Oh,
by
really?
just using, say, your round nose pliers and doing, you know, like Rachel was doing the roses and that this afternoon,
Yes,
and things like that. You can make a suite of jewellery just out of wire, because you can make the clasp as well.
So how much would you charge for that? Because this spool, 10 metres, is $7.95.
Well, for a necklace made from that, it would have to go around the £40, wouldn't it? It would have to. And that would probably be just one large pendant, say the rose that Rachel made today, and then putting onto a chain or something. So, yeah, absolutely.
$7.95 is what you're looking at, which works out at what, about 80 pence a metre? Which is brilliant.
It is brilliant.
Really brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, when you're buying wire, you really need to handle it first, because some wires just don't work in jewellery making.
No.
At all.
No. Right. I've got... Oh, hello. These are cute. Little bales. Little bales. Rose gold colour. They're nice, aren't they?
They are, aren't they?
So it's 925 sterling silver, so it should be rose gold plated over that. They're really new. I've not seen them before like that.
I've not seen any like that. So it almost, you just sort of put your design and clip it behind there. How clever. That's clever.
You're getting 3 of them. Can you see the little lip that you've got there?
That's really clever.
So they're known as a snap bale. That's really lovely. So it's very simple to use. You just literally do sort of slide it through, don't you? I love how delicate they are as well.
I've not seen anything like that at all, ever.
It would look really nice with one of the drops. You know, the bright blue ones that we've had, the Swiss blue topaz, or even the London blue topaz would look beautiful on something like this, especially with the colour that you've got.
Yeah. Beautiful.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you know, we have to look at things like this and sort of look at them with sort of fresh eyes. We go from gemstones to findings. You think, well, okay, that might not look exciting, but you need it.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. And again, these are the best times to actually stockpile on these, because these are the things that you're going to use time and time and time again. These are the things that are going to run out, and when it's £2.95 for the 3, that's £1 each, basically.
Yeah, well, I definitely, first inspiration would be to have some form of a little pendant onto a rose gold chain, and then earrings with the other 2. Yeah. Drop from the bale as an earring.
Stock up. Stock up while you can. £3. What did you buy last for £3?
A sandwich. And it wasn't very nice neither. It was a ham and mustard sandwich yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$2.99. There's some ham and mustard sandwiches which are delicious, but this wasn't one of them.
It was not a good ham and mustard sandwich. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. What was the last thing you bought for £3?
Spent like
£25 on petrol.
And you didn't get much petrol for that, did you, Leah?
No. You don't, do you?
Nope.
I remember when people were up in arms about it going above 90 pence.
I know.
And now it's way above that. Way above that. Grab a couple of these, make sure you've got enough for you to do some amazing pieces with. Now, believe it or not, we are again at that time. It is star buy time. Do you like pink? Do you like pink?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Not everyone's a fan of pink,
No,
but I
no,
love it.
no. I think I do. I think I like most pinks. These look sort of coralesque. I know they're
more of a
not
coral
coral, but they're a
pink.
coral pink.
There we go.
Are they drilled? I don't think they are they?
They are half drilled.
Oh, they're
so
half
if I
drilled.
turn
Nice.
it over,
Oh, I like that.
so that would sit perfectly on a post. So if you've got something that you would expect to have a post for a
Yeah.
pearl to go onto, that would work.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can just use a head pin. Pop the head pin into that hole first, right, and then give the head pin a little bend so that you know the depth of the hole.
Okay.
And then pop a little bit of the glue that's super
Yep.
on that, just on that little bend, and then pop it in, leave it overnight, and you've got it facing the right way then because you've got your right angle off of your head pin. Simple as that.
Done. Done, done, done. So what about your findings pack that we had before? Would that work beautifully?
Absolutely, definitely, beautifully.
So there are some of the findings packs still available. It was a double findings pack. It was one of my earlier star buys. So get a hold of that.
Just pop it in and just sort of see how far it goes.
Am I allowed to bend this?
Yeah, because we can bend it back again. And then when it comes out...
I just want to sit it like that.
Yeah, exactly. So that when it's... you've got your measurement then of how much glue and where to put... Look how beautiful that looks. How much glue and where to pop it on, leave it overnight, and then attach it to a shepherd hook.
That would look beautiful as a pendant as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You can do that. You could roll it down then as a bail.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
You're actually getting 5 of them in a pack. They're 12mm in size, and they've got a gorgeous, like you said, a coral pink. Beautiful coral pink to them. They're all individually carved, so as you can see, they're going to be slightly different, each and every one is, but they're close enough to make a beautiful pair of earrings. I'd like to put all of them in a necklace piece, a wire work necklace with these on. Would be fabulous. Or even a hairpiece. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, and I mean, they could be the floral centre of another stylised flower, couldn't they? You know.
Yeah.
That's what I like about sort of looking at components and imagining more than the obvious. You know, and finding something that, oh, yeah, that really works.
I know this is going to sound really silly, but I'm still going to put it out there. Pair of eyes for an owl.
I don't get that, I must admit.
You don't get it?
Water lilies on a pond, yes, I can see that one.
No. Come on, squint a little bit.
Yeah. No, I can't see the eyes of an
Yes,
owl.
a crazy owl.
Oh, a crazy owl. Oh, that's different, yeah.
An angry owl. £6.95 is what you're getting. A very angry owl.
You see, what I like about that as well, those 5, if they were anything other than a natural component, they would all be exactly the same boring colour. But they're not. They've all got different colours and hues to it.
They'd
and
also,
different textures. Yeah. Which is what shrieks. It's a natural, a beautifully natural formed shell.
They also wouldn't be sort of carved individually like you're seeing here. They would have been moulded.
Exactly.
So they would be exactly the same shape.
Exactly.
Whereas here you can see how different. I mean, they're very similar, of course, very similar, but how different the actual...
Yeah, well, they're as close as being made to match as the human hand can do, I expect.
They're the same but different.
The same but different, yeah.
It's not just about the human hand either, it's about the shape of the shell, because not all shells form exactly uniformly, so it's really lovely to see
and
that.
And actually, you've got to go a long way before you find the shell that will take that amount of work.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more to it than we think.
It's beautiful. I love them. I've always loved them. Always loved shell.
Do you know, as well,
Loads
they
in
would
baskets.
make beautiful, again with the head pin thing super glued into it. Leave it as long as you can for the glue to cure, and then do the roll on it. And on, you know, when I had my kids, I crocheted little baby jackets and things like that, and little baby buttons and things like that.
Oh, they're beautiful. Yeah, because the buttons,
or
they do
on
have
a
beautiful...
bride's dress,
That'd be
on
nice.
the back as false buttons.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to be careful with baby buttons, I appreciate that. You know, you really want them to be safe, don't you? So I'm changing that now to false bridal buttons, yeah.
Yeah,
or,
they'd be really nice
some
as
sort of an accessory on clothes.
Yeah. You could always make them into your buttons.
Exactly.
Well done if you managed to get a hold of those. Next up, 33. These are very different in size.
They are.
That's brilliant. It's nice to actually have the component. There we go. So you're getting bolt clasps. But you're getting 2 different sizes of bolt clasps. Would you say that's 3mm and the other one is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, it's 5mm and 8mm.
Yeah.
5mm and 8mm.
Yeah, it must be the external.
Yep. So 5mm on the small ones, which are the gold-plated 925 sterling silver, and then you've got the bigger ones, which are the sterling silver, and they are 9mm.
This is the sort of clasp I'm a big fan of using findings to be as important in a piece of jewellery as
You'd make them
anything
into a
else.
bracelet, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, but I think this is the one and only thing. This is functional, this clasp.
Yeah.
And it's a clasp that's been around for goodness knows how long. It's a seriously safe clasp, seriously functional. The larger ones, obviously, I would use on a multi-stranded necklace because you can put X amount of jump rings into the soldered jump ring on that as well. And then the smaller ones, perhaps, well, you could put at least 2 strands on that, but, for perhaps a single row of pearls or something, but the larger one for more statement.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Can I double check? Because I've got 2 lots of information on here. I've got 8mm and 9mm. So are we going to go along with the information on the screen as 8mm? Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you. 5 and 8. So it's 5 and 8mm is what you're getting. 5 and 8. Love the fact that they're 2 different sizes, because for me that's bracelet.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's your necklace. That's your bracelet.
Yeah.
£9.95. You're getting 10 of each, so it's 20 in total. I'm going to risk doing math, which is never my strong point. Is that 50 pence each? Yes! And all right, maths. Maths. I will appease you. I never knew. I said maths for years and years, and someone corrected me and said it was math.
Americans say math.
Ah.
Americans say math.
So I shouldn't have been corrected then. There we are.
Yeah.
I shall be uncorrected. Uncorrected. Right, I'm going to leave those there with you. Lots of you are on the phone lines for that one, so please be patient. It is a little bit busy, but you are not going to be waiting for long, I promise you that. Did you say 26, my lovely? Amazing. Now, also, straight after the break, I have got some wire for you. Is that the one I think it is? Yeah. Is it going where I think it's going? Can I tell them? It's going under 10. 0.4, 0.8 sterling silver wire going under £10.
Wow.
I know this is the hour for the under £10, but we're going to just drag it into the next hour a little bit. So, have a look at this. If you're liking your 925 sterling silver, then you're going to love this. Beautifully pave set, which just basically means it's all so closely set together. Can you see that? It's actually cubic zirconia. You'd expect this to be the setting for a diamond, but of course cubic zirconia has been made to look as close to a diamond as possible, actually probably even better than some diamonds. So you've got fire, you've got beauty, you've got sparkle, and you've got a beautiful setting to it in a really quite chunky connector.
It's beautiful, absolutely. Again, I think that would be lovely on a strand of pearls.
Yes.
Or on a very simple bracelet, like popcorn bracelet, that type of thing.
So you have just this and that's it? Beautiful. Yeah, really beautiful.
Yeah.
The amount that you're getting there as well, there's a real big statement.
Yeah, it's a statement of silver, isn't it?
I'm wondering about, it'd be so easy to turn that into a ring, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, it would.
Just have that as a ring on its own.
Yeah, or you could use it as to drop from. You know, you've got your soldered jump rings either side, so you can use it to drop from a chain or from a thread and then drop again, like a tassel drop.
Talking of drops, we just dropped £6.95.
Wow. Wow.
It's
That's
really
it
lovely,
still,
isn't
yeah.
it? How much silver are you getting in this one? 1 gram.
This looks more than that to me.
It's the way it's been done, isn't it? Because you've got quite a chunky outer edge, and then you've got the depth to it.
Yeah.
But because you've got the actual hollow at the back,
Yeah,
it's got that
you need that to
substantial
let the
look.
light through for the zirconia, don't you?
Yeah, beautifully done. Really beautifully done. So whether you decide to turn it into something you drop things from, or whether you want to turn it into a ring, I like the idea of it as being a part of a necklace.
Yeah, or earrings.
Or earrings, yeah.
Two as earrings would be lovely.
That's it. Get a couple. Get a couple, because you can make a beautiful pair of earrings for a really reasonable price.
Yeah, you know, and you'd be wearing earrings that nobody else can buy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Going to squeeze another one in for you. So, where are...
Oh,
pretty
that's so
pink.
cute.
These would go so nicely.
Yes, they would.
With the roses that we've just had a little bit earlier on. Wouldn't they go nice together?
Yes,
So you're actually looking at pink quartzite, 5 carats of it. They are 2mm rounds, they're plain rounds. Great size if you want to seed bead with them. Great for friendship bracelets as well. Aren't they gorgeous?
Stunning, aren't they?
I'm thinking about popping them in with your first kit.
Yeah, they would look brilliantly. They'd work brilliantly because they just give that. It's a tiny little gemstone with such a big pop.
It really is.
Isn't it?
£2.
I think
Less than £2.
quartzite actually does seem to glow, like Carl said, doesn't it?
Yep. It's a beautiful, beautiful gemstone, and it takes colour really well, which is why you've got such a fantastic bright shock of colour. £1.95 is your price point. Talking of pops of colour, the first kit is about to come up. We've got a gorgeous shell pearl in there, which has got a really beautiful colour that pops against the rest of the actual kit itself. It works so nicely together. And the demo is gorgeous. You figured it out now, haven't you?
I don't know which one I'm doing yet. I still
Have
haven't.
you not?
No, I know. I'm still not. No, we'll see. I think it'll be bits and bobs of
I
the
thought
large
it was that
necklace.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bits and bobs. That
Wait
one.
until you see it. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Now, don't go anywhere. There's still quite a lot of these in baskets. Check those out. If you have to go anywhere, then take us with you on the app. It's going to be a fantastic show all the way through. So, sit back, relax, get ready for the kit, and get yourself a brew as well. And we will see you right after this.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and The Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. You can watch our Jewellery Maker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage. Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Lara. This is the gorgeous Linda Brumwell. How do you say your second name?
Brumwell. Yeah.
Just in case I get it wrong, because I've got math and maths wrong. I've got, what was it yesterday?
Don't drop the R.
Hexagonal.
I've had all sorts. I've had all sorts of derivations of my name. Don't worry. So anything.
It can't be worse than mine. Mine's De-Leuw, so I mean you can imagine what I've had over the years.
Well, true, but I think the funniest one I had was Brumwell. Hey ho, it happens. It's a typo.
Well, when myself and my husband got married, we decided to double barrel on names. His name's Wall. So we were saying, which way should we do it around? Now, if a lady normally has... So it's like Pamela Anderson was Pamela Anderson Lee, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. If we did it my way, Lara De-Leuw Wall.
Lara De-Leuw Wall. It's not something that rings.
No, it wouldn't. No,
little.
No, but it just makes you think about public toilets, doesn't it? Really.
True.
Yeah. Not the best way to go. Hi, I'm the public toilet.
We'd be good together, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Brumwell and. Yeah. Sounds like a firm of very old-fashioned solicitors.
It does. Maybe we should do that. Yeah. I think we need 7 years or something, don't we, for that? But I am going to bring to you, not a Brumwell or a De-Leuw Wall, I'm going to bring to you your sterling silver wire. We're going to take it under £10. We're elongating the under £10 theme from the last hour into this little section of this hour for you. So you're looking at 0.4 and 0.8 mil. So the two great gauges to them. You're going to get a metre of each, and you're going to get it for under £10.
Wow.
Which, if you think about the fact it's sterling silver, is brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
Just a question for you. 0.8.
Oh.
Could you turn that into an earring finding?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely you can. Yeah, definitely. Again, you smooth it out just by, you know, through forefinger and thumb. Just smooth it out. And then turn it round a mandrel, say a junk ring mandrel, to make a shepherd hook. Definitely.
How many do you reckon you get out of a metre?
A metre, I would say, I'm not really good at in new money, as it were. Let's say you probably need 1.5 inches for each one. So what's that? That's 2.5. What's that about? What's that in centimetres, 1.5 inches? 2.5 to the inch. Yeah, about 3.5, is it? About 3.5 centimetres? Or 3 centimetres, something like that, about 3 centimetres. Let's go around 3 centimetres for an earring finding. So 3 centimetres into the metre, which is 100 centimetres, is a lot, 30 odd, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have 30 odd earrings, findings.
Findings, so you can get 15 pairs out of it, basically.
Yes.
So how much, we go back to your buying?
Yeah, £4.95.
Yeah, £4.95. So, that on its own, if you got this under £10, would be fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely. Really fabulous.
And you're not just getting your 0.8 of a metre, you're also getting your 0.4 as well. So fantastic weaving wire, great length to it, both of them for £9.95. So for the equivalent of 2 of the old style pair of earrings, that, well, not even earrings, findings that you had 12 years ago, you're getting 2 spools of wire, which is amazing.
Amazing, it is.
Seriously amazing. Again, on another note, make sure you're getting as many of these as you can. It's not very often we bring you this quantity of sterling silver wire or at those kind of prices. So it's always a great time to stock up. I stocked up last week.
Yeah, it's certainly worth stocking up sort of randomly, really. When you see it, buy it. Don't wait for it, because you might well have run out by the time you see it next time. So if you can afford it, it's definitely worth buying it when you see it.
It's always a little bit of excitement, isn't it, when you see something you haven't seen for a while?
Yeah.
But then it's heartbreaking when you don't see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it is, because when you need it, you really do need it.
There's a couple of items that I've got, or did have, that I've just run out of, and I keep going, is it on? No. Is it on? No. Is it on? No.
I mean, the thing about being a crafter, a crafter of any medium, really, is once you have an inspiration, once you have an idea, you really want to do it.
Yeah, you want to follow through as quickly as possible,
and then having to look or go and shop and that to get the components is annoying.
Have you been into the well-known store for hobby items? Can't walk out of there without getting something, but it's never the item I've gone in for.
Oh no, never. It's sort of you walk around and you think, oh,
that's nice.
I'll try that in 20 years' time, so I'll get it for. And it doesn't happen.
Definitely take advantage of these offerings. They are brilliant if you're a wire worker. Now, I'm going to let you know what's coming up a little bit later on. Let me just show these first, and then these are my must-have, and they are amazing. They're back in stock after a while, and they are beautiful. Golden obsidian.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a long time since I've seen golden obsidian. It's just molten gold floating inside, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's if you look at it from a distance, you don't quite get the effect, which is lovely, because then when it catches the light, it's a little bit like the old style Labradorite, where it got one base colour and then all of a sudden it just wink at you. That's the kind of effect that you get with this.
It's beautiful. It really is beautiful.
It's coming up at 8 o'clock, and it's going to go quick. It is. Now, don't forget as well, I've got, is this at past? past, so in about 20 minutes' time, it's just we'll get a piece of amber with something in it. Is it a fly? Is it a mosquito? Is it a spider? Is it a mini dinosaur?
You never know.
It might be a mini dinosaur.
Yeah.
A mini T-Rex. Do you reckon it could be a mini T-Rex?
Off a T-Rex.
Paul thinks it's a flea.
Off a
Of
T-Rex.
a T-Rex. I can't decide what it looks like. I think it's a fly of some kind, or a flea of something. There's a couple of things.
Well,
in
it's
there,
highly
actually.
unlikely we can compare it anyway because it doesn't exist anymore, I wouldn't have thought.
We need to get a time machine and go back in time, I think.
Yeah.
So that's coming up a little bit later as well. They're very limited on that one, though. I think it was about 40, wasn't it? 40 of them available, and that's it. I am going to recap this. Goodness, we're going to be here all day. So this is the deal of the day, and my goodness me, is it a deal of the day? Look at me getting. How many strands are you actually getting? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 strands. You will be getting 100 carat... Can't get my words out today. Come on. Let's do it right. 100 carats of white howlite of 6mm. They're all 6mm. 110 carats of unakite. 125 carats of red garnet. 75 carats of brown obsidian. 85 carats of black agate. 85 carnelian.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you were questioning that.
wow,
Yeah, carnelian
yeah.
plain rounds. 90 carats of black obsidian. 90 carats of blue jasper. 90 carats of Dalmatian jasper, which is this one here. 90 carats of fancy jasper, which would be the brown one. You've got 90 carats of green agate, 90 carats of picture jasper, 90 carats of red jasper, oh, that's the red one. 90 carats of rose quartz, 90 carats of blue howlite, and 90 carats of multicoloured amazonite.
Ah,
That's this one.
That's it.
There it is.
Yeah.
We were wondering what this one was.
Wow, yes.
That's
now
the
I
multicoloured
see.
amazonite. There you go.
Yeah, I can see that now.
And that's one of your fancy jaspers.
Yeah.
That's really lovely, and that'll be the red jasper there. And your picture jasper. And your unakite. So you are getting 15 different strands for $39.95.
That's excellent. It's brilliant.
It really is. All of them are 38 centimetres as well in length. So you get 3 bracelets out of that.
Yeah, easily.
3 bracelets out of each one.
With the clasp, yeah.
That's an incredible amount. Incredible amount. You've got loads of different colours in there. It's not just the colours though, is it? It's the gemstones themselves. I mean, we were questioning at the price point that it was going to if this was actually going to be carnelian. Clearly it is. So we're giving you an amazing deal on that. We also looked at this one and went, ooh, what could that be? So that's your amazonite.
That's unusual, Amazonite, that.
It is. And once you actually say that and you
Yeah.
take these out
Oh, yeah.
individually, you can see
Yeah.
what it is. So you've got this wonderful selection. Beautiful, beautiful selection. Love the fact you've actually got some of the agates in there as well, especially with your black agate, because that'll go with everything, won't it?
Yep. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yes.
Fancy jasper.
Yeah,
that is,
that's your
isn't
fancy
it?
jasper. I also like the fact you've got Dalmatian jasper in there.
Yeah.
Jasper's just fabulous.
It is.
We were talking about that earlier,
there's
weren't we?
thousands of jaspers.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That, you see, that together really works.
It does. I only got this one as well, haven't you?
Really works.
Oh, I just love them all. There we are. The nice thing is you don't have to choose, you get them all. So that is at $39.95. There's still some of those available for you. Now next, kit time. Kit time. So, I know normally I'm supposed to tell you what comes in the kit first, but I actually want to break convention here and I want to show you the jewellery first because it is absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh, is there?
Yeah, with the
Oh, right.
lab.
There is another part of the kit, which is not out on the desk at the moment. Was there? Do you not?
I did.
Oh. Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right, so Right, I think there's been a little bit, you've been given them a part of the kit.
Yeah, that we haven't
haven't
over
got.
from the warehouse presumably, but it was definitely meant to be there because I planned it with them. Uh-oh.
Oops.
No, it was definitely meant to be there, definitely.
I love that necklace.
Because they were waiting for that lab to come in.
Ah, so really, you could actually recreate that necklace with this kit, just minus the Labradorite.
Yeah, and the shell.
And the shell, yeah. And the smoky quartz.
Yeah.
So in the kit, what you're actually going to get is a little bit of a findings pack to start off with. So it's a 21-piece findings pack. You're going to get 2 gold-plated copper, so it's either going to be gold-plated copper or brass. 2 gold-plated copper small toggle clasps. You're then going to get a pair of copper shepherd hooks. You're going to get 4 of the head pins. You're then going to get 50 centimetres of the chain. You're going to get 5 crimp tubes, 5 open jump rings, and then you're also going to get a little organza bag that will come with it. You also get 14 millimetres. That's the size of your shell pearls. 14 millimetres of the shell pearl themselves. They are huge. One of the biggest sizes I've seen. So 38 centimetre strand on that. Then you're going to get your seed beads on top. So you're going to be getting your Miyuki metallic light bronze seed beads in 11.0, and you're going to get the gold in 11.0 as well. Now, have we got the second bit?
We're just checking.
We're checking. We're checking. So, all of this is a huge quantity when you think of the size of those shell pearls. I mean, you've actually utilised those beautifully, haven't you, in each of every one of those pieces?
Yeah. Yes, they went a really long way, didn't they? Yeah, they're beautiful.
What did you like the best?
I can't choose. I just think this. What size was the shell pearl again?
14 mil.
Well, that being that size, it really works with the seed beads, and it doesn't sort of underestimate a seed bead, and the seed bead doesn't sort of scare away the shell pearl.
I noticed you tubed, didn't you, with the seed beads?
Yeah,
so
they
bulks
really,
it out anyway.
Yeah, they really work. I like to have a big components and then small components. I think they really work. Really, really, really work. I mean, the colour of these are beautiful as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they're just so soft and
They do go beautifully together.
Yeah.
I've got a question, because you clearly used a large quantity of the seed beads. Did you use all of the seed beads, or do you have some left over?
Here's the ones I've got left over. So there we go.
That's actually more than I was expecting. Because you've not been shy with the seed beads, have you?
No, absolutely not. I think that big, large necklace there is I think it's a 20-strander.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure
They
it's...
go a long way, don't they?
Yes.
They go a real long way.
Yeah, they do, surprisingly so. Because there's thousands in each tube.
Okay, so how long did it take you to do the big necklace?
The big one probably took about 3 hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of sort of not only... I mean, I knew what I was doing with it. I knew the design in my head. There's some peyote in there.
They're the tube bits, aren't they?
Yeah, and a few techniques in there. But I knew where I was going with it. But I think probably the most time-consuming thing is getting the measurements right, the drops right. You either have a graduated drop going on, and then you have to work out your graduations, really, because if you have too large a graduation, it looks a bit weird, I think. It does in my eyes. I like to see something, you know, even if it's graduated, I like it to be fairly close together. So it's working out sort of the lengths of each strand, whether to go all the same length or not. But with the anomalies of gemstones, if you do exactly the same, and I'm talking about gemstones, not seed beads, if you do the same lengths on a graduated same length drop, in other words, you will get that slight graduation anyway, because gemstones they're just not all 6 mil.
No, they're not.
They're not all 7 mil. You know, they will have a little bit of difference. So you can work that into it as well. It's just a matter of wow.
So you're looking at the findings pack, which is a 21-piece findings pack, the 2 tubes of your seed beads and your huge, huge 14mm shell pearls, all for just £21.95.
It's brilliant.
It really is, isn't it? It really, really is. Especially for the size of those pearls. They're not shy. I love the way you've used them in the earrings. You don't really need to do anything else to them, do you? Really?
No, I think colour is a big component of this component. If you see what I mean, it's sensual and it's soft and it's very wearable. I think for all skin tones,
Yeah.
it's just a really attractive colour, and I think that helps a lot in any sort of creative hobby where you're making something like jewellery or you're making clothes and things. That's a big thing, is colour.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as I say, at the moment, I'm really into keeping tones quite close together. You know, I love to sort of have let's just say a tone, several tones of green, several tones of pink, several tones of blues, and they really do create a lot of texture rather than sort of, I love bright mixed match jewellery as well, but I'm really into this, particularly for the winter and the autumn, this one colour look, but big.
Question now is, as we don't have the second part of the kit.
No, that's a shame.
What are you going to do?
I've got the most beautiful Labradorite in it that I was going to enthuse over. Right, well, we'll go back to the drawing board. I'll do these little earrings here then, shall I?
Brilliant.
Because everything on that I've made from this kit, we'll see what we can do about the other part. I'll have a word with Marie on Monday. But everything I've made is very simplistic as far as technique's concerned. So I think anybody who's actually looks at the photographs on Facebook, anybody will be able to work out how it's been done. Okay, right. So to make those earrings, I've got a couple of head pins.
Yep.
Which, if you have got, you can use wire. 0.8 wire, 0.8 wire, because shell pearl has a really generous hole. If when you're putting your wire or your head pins through, you do meet a bit of a stopper, then get a needle, not a 10 or a 12, but a slightly bigger gauge needle, and rather than an awl, and it's normally just a little bit of the shell. That's shell dust that's got inside, or you can wash them. That'll get rid of the shell dust as well. So if you find that it stops, I mean, I always sort of test them first. See, that's gone through absolutely beautifully. Right, now what I'm going to do with this particular, if you've got wire 0.8 or you have got some eye pins, then by all means use that, because I'm going to turn this head pin into an eye pin. Okay, so I'm just going to pop, as I say, just to test that bead will go on. Then taking my flat nose pliers, on my pliers here, you can see there's a slightly, just here, there's a slightly different sheen on these pliers, and I use that as a measure in order that I get the same loop, particularly for a pair of earrings, on each earring. So basically what I do is I pop my wire right where that sheen is there, where that change of the sheen, change of direction is. Can't feel you can't feel that head pin sticking out there. So put your finger against it. If you can't feel it, you know you got it right.
Okay.
Because if you can feel it, it won't make a complete return with the round nose pliers, and you'll get a little bit of an ugly over and a little overspill. So what I'm going to do now is simply holding onto the pliers really tightly, is just push through 90 degrees away from me. Okay. Now, over the sort of years and teaching as well, I've realised that a centimetre or just under a centimetre makes a perfect simple loop. And that particular measurement there with that plier gives me just under a centimetre. So that means if I then take my round nose pliers and go just under a centimetre, again, there's no overspill here, holding it really tightly, some real good purchase on the grip there. If I hold on quite tightly where that right angle is there, and then just whoops, and then just pull back as far as the elbow goes, otherwise it'll just be uncomfortable, it won't go any further. It'd be quite unnatural if you could do that. You'd have very be like, yeah, it would be quite unnatural. You probably need to get the doctors afterwards.
Yeah.
So put it back in then where it fits, and then slightly turn it to its side, and then ease it through. Now we've got a little bit of a opening there, which I'm leaving for now, because I'll finish that off, that little opening there, I'll finish that off when I attach that to the shepherd's hook, because with something like this you either need to open the loop or you need to open the loop on the shepherd's hook, so you've got to open it anyway. So now I'm going to flip that the other way, right, and then I'm going to just chop off the little bobble. I know that's a shame, and if you've got do resin or anything like that, keep those little bits there, because you can then put those into resin and all sorts. Now, what I'm going to do now is just take the very, very tip of my flat nose pliers, okay, and that's right on the very tip, and then just press the pearl a little bit, okay, just to manipulate that wire there, and then push down with my finger. So there's no neck there, which you would get if you were doing a rack loop to wind around, but I don't want that. I want a nice clean loop. So there again, I'm going to take down to just under that centimetre and trim off. Again, same on the round nose pliers, sideways and up as far as the elbow will go. Pop it back where the pliers actually fit. Don't try and take it where the pliers don't fit, because you'll get a horrible mess. Just where the pliers fit, and ease it gently back on to the top of the shell pearl. So you've got a nice round loop there. If that loop isn't particularly round, it's a bit oval or it's got a little kink in it, then gravity will take its course and it'll give it a bit of a dog leg, it'll kink a bit, and you want it to sort of hang beautifully. Right, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some, this is the chain that we get in, this is the type of chain we get in the majority of our findings packs.
You will get it in this findings pack as well.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do about a 6 chain drop. So on the 7th, just taking my cutters and just chip that off beautifully.
Nearly hit Leah.
Sorry about that, Leah. I should shout 4, shouldn't I?
Incoming!
I've taken many a camera person's eye out, don't worry. Right.
Not the first and won't be the last.
What I'm going to do now is the loop, which is at the base there, I've now decided to use for attaching the chain to. So I'm going to put my flat nose pliers just under the pearl, holding it really tightly, and the same way as you do a jump ring, just up towards you. Get the chain, link in, and then close it up. Never do it sort of east to west, or west to east, always north to south when you're opening anything that resembles a jump ring, because otherwise you'll just compromise the metal and you won't get it back, because that really has got to hold that chain. And earrings have a lot of movement, and the thing is, if that isn't completely closed, trust me, it will find a way to wiggle out. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I used, because I did have some smoky quartz in the other kit, which I promise you I'll get to the bottom of. So I will use the smoky quartz if you don't mind. Delicious strand of 4mm smoky quartz. I'm not too sure whether it'll, because they are tiny ones, whether it'll go, yeah, beautifully onto the head pin in the findings pack. So now I'm going to take my round nose pliers, again fairly close to the edge, because I only want, you see these are graduated, so if you move towards the handle, that'll be the larger that loop will get, okay? And I want to keep it quite small, quite tidy. Push away, and then holding the smoky quartz, flicking my wrist away from me, and then this residue here, I'm going to bring back through 180 degrees and down ever so slightly. So when I take it out, it's like an elongated question mark. Then taking the chain, the last link, one at the very base, I'm just going to let that drop, let gravity take its course. That's the best thing. Don't hold it, just let gravity take its course, because then you have then got, you know, more able to use your hands more than if you were holding that and trying to balance it, and that will give you the perfect drop. So I'm just going to put my pliers back in, okay, as you say, with a wrapped loop you get this little bit of a neck. So I'm going to push down towards that smoky quartz, let gravity take its course by turning it slightly to the side, and then just winding around just a couple of times. You can go around as many times as you want, actually. Look, that gives you a beautiful little bead cap. I'll just trim off the end. If you've got flush cutters, use them. But if you look on that now, that's the bottom drop, and it's got a little bead cap that's
cute.
the residue, really, of the headpin. Now, it's just exactly the same technique. I'll do it one more time. Exactly the same technique on the... You can put on 5, 6, 7, 8 per link on this type of chain. You'd be surprised how many you can get in. So you could really get like a sort of a bunch of grapes design.
Yeah.
Or you can just put one on each link. So again, I'm just pushing away, flicking my wrist away from me and bringing it over, pushing it down slightly, holding onto the pearl, and then there's the first link, the base link with the smoky quartz on, and there is the next link. So it doesn't matter which side you go, just go into that next link. Again, letting gravity and nature take its course. Pop your round nose pliers back in where they fit. Okay, push down towards the gemstone and then again tightly wrap around. Again, you could carry on all the way around, or just to make a little bit, because this is all about design, this is. So we'll let the base one have more of the gold around it, and then the next one's coming up less so.
Yes.
And you just do that all the way up to the top of the chain. Again, as I say, if you're putting one on each side, you will naturally get a ziggy-zaggy look, okay?
Yeah.
And then it's simply a matter, very quickly, of opening your shepherd's hook, which shepherd's hook, majority of them always open on the inside. If you can't see it, because they're so well made, they open on the inside. Pop that loop on, close it back up again, and there we go. And I mean, that really is sort of a 10-minute earring, that one, because it's a repetition of a technique. That's what I love about jewellery making. There are probably a relatively small amount of techniques, but what you can do with the techniques in design is just, it's endless, completely endless. So you can have some fun on, you could just put 3 on the end there, or you could cover that chain completely. Or you could just leave it with just the one on the end. That's the beauty of being able to make jewellery, is it's exciting to watch something grow or leave it. Very simple. And it's all the same technique.
Yeah.
No different techniques at all going on there.
I suppose you get quicker at doing the technique as well.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You do it.
Of course you do. Yeah, absolutely you do.
There we are. Thank you very much, my lovely. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
There are still some of the kit available, so if you do want it, make sure you're checking those baskets out. Now, it is, believe it or not, that time already. We're going to go to prehistoric times now and bring you some amber with something inside. Unbelievable. I'm taking it out. I'm taking it out.
Oh!
I'm taking it out. I still can't decide what it is.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, go for it. I might need my glasses on, but you are going to be getting yourself amber, Baltic amber, gorgeous Baltic amber, which we all know and love anyway. But what you're going to get inside this Baltic amber is not the straightforward sun spangles that you'd expect to see. It's actually, what do you think it is?
It's definitely animal. Definitely.
Animal?
Oh, it's definitely animal.
When you say animal?
In other words, it's not vegetable or mineral. It's animal.
Right. Okay. Okay.
It's not a big animal like an elephant or something like that, but it's
a
definitely
tiny
animal.
elephant. Yeah. Would you like a look? Okay. So far, the bets are animal, very tiny animal.
I can definitely see like what looks like a little wing.
It does look like it's a fly. It's a what, sorry? Pteranodon. So you were convinced it's a dinosaur.
Wow.
Have you seen the size of dinosaurs, Leah?
Yeah, but there was one, wasn't there, recently in the paper that was very tiny, wasn't there? Yeah, a tiny dinosaur.
Have you actually been to like the museums where they've got
She's
these
absolutely definitely convinced. It's definitely
convinced.
Definitely.
She's
what
convinced.
did you call it, Leah?
Pteranodon.
Okay.
And that's a flying dinosaur.
I do actually. Yes, every day is a school day. I love it. It's definitely animal.
I'm going with a fly.
Yeah, but it's a Jurassic fly.
Yes. It is a very old fly. It's at least several million years old, let's put it that way.
Well, that's had a few birthdays, that fly, hasn't it?
It's probably forgot how old it is. But you are going to get an insect inside this. It's a brilliant little thing. If you remember when Jurassic Park did actually first launch, which was goodness knows how many. Gosh, was it 94 or something?
Oh gosh, don't say that.
It's ridiculous. The amount of demand for amber with insects in increased so much so that the demand outstripped the supply basically. And what they did in the end was they actually made resin and inserted flies into it just so they could sell. Yeah. So for a long time there was quite a lot of fakes in the industry. This is not that fake. Which is brilliant. Now, this hasn't actually been seen since July. And we've only got... Did you say 30? I thought you said 40 originally. You did say... Oh, right, it's selling already. OK, so we did have 40. We've got 30 left. And you're getting it for £13.95. Now, when you put that into context with how many millions of years old this will be... So how much per million years? Because it could be anything over 20 million years. Probably averaging about between 60 million to 120 million, something like that. You can't really put a price on it, can you? That's the point.
You definitely got. What I love about it is you can imagine that is exactly as it was found. You know, the shape of it and everything. You know, that drop of resin that's fallen, capturing that. What was it, Leah? Pteranodon. Got to remember that one.
Can I just put it out there? It's not a pteranodon. It's not a flying dinosaur. A pteranodon, yes, is a flying dinosaur. This is not.
It might be a bit of it.
Do you know, I'm going with Paul on this one. It's probably a flea on a dinosaur.
Oh. Yeah, but it's still... It doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's still...
It's a piece of history. It's a piece of natural history that you're going to own for less than £15.
That little insect in there, whatever it is, has seen more than me, and that's saying something.
You've broken me. You've broken me.
Yeah, no, I just love the charm of it. That really is a specimen as opposed to a piece of jewellery for me. That's something
to keep.
Yes, I think so. But keep it so that it can be seen.
And everyone can give their own opinion as to what it potentially is inside there. But the nice thing is, the actual box that it comes in does actually have a magnifying glass in at the top as well. It is Baltic, yes, it is Baltic. Hold those lines, they're not going to be there for much longer. Goodness me. 22. I love me a bit of jade.
Wow.
Love me a bit. There's something about it.
There is. There is.
I think everyone agrees that, don't they?
There's something shivery about jadeite, isn't there? It's just shivery. Yeah, it just makes you go, not shivery like, oh, I've got a cold shivery. It just makes you tingle.
So we've gone from flying dinosaurs to tingling.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Late Show with Linda.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
Oh dear. So it is a gorgeous stone, whether it makes you shivery or not shivery. It is one of those stones that could potentially do that, though, isn't it? The look of it is so beautiful and soft and gorgeous. Well,
isn't that just such a pretty colour?
Yeah.
I mean, there are varying shades.
This one in particular is one of the nicest I've seen.
So beautiful, isn't it? So soft and restful, and I can really imagine that being effective because it is so, you know, it conjures emotions.
Yeah, because colours, well, you can think about it, there's a colour psychology, isn't there?
Yeah, oh, there is, yeah.
Yeah, if you are, I can't get my words out. If you're in football, quite often away teams' changing rooms are painted pink because it's a calming colour.
Oh, right, okay.
So the idea is you calm the other team down, so they don't play as effectively.
Oh, yeah, that's like, yeah.
And
okay.
orange is a hungry colour as well.
Oh.
Which is why a lot of canteens tend to be painted orange.
Oh, God,
So
every day's
you've
school
got
day.
a huge amount here, 10 mils in size, 38 centimetres in total, and 300 carats for just £29.95.
It is beautiful. I mean, Fleur would buy that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Pointing that out, there's only 14.
Oh, gosh.
So
I mean, a
heartbeat is
stretchy in that, amazing. Or just one as a charm.
I think I'd want it as
but
a
it's
stretchy.
a beautiful necklace, just on its own, just restranding. It's beautiful. It's the colour that's got me.
The colour's stunning.
The colour's beautiful, and it's opaque yet.
It's still got luminosity to it, doesn't it? Which is really nice.
That's the word.
Because of how highly polished it is, and it's actually really quite difficult to polish something like this. Because it's got so many different, it's polycrystalline, so it's got so many little tiny crystals in it that are all different directions. To actually polish it is really difficult. In fact, the early polishing techniques used to give it something known as, it's almost like cellulite, it's an orange peel.
All right.
It's only since the diamond dust has been used to polish it that you can get that really smooth finish to it, which is lovely.
That's just stunning.
20. Oh, you mentioned this earlier.
Oh, yes, popcorn bracelet.
Popcorn slider bracelet. So if you had a look at the sterling silver, it was a connector, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The cubic
absolutely,
zirconia.
with the cubic zirconia, yeah.
If you saw that, Linda suggested just popping that on its own on one of these, and it would work perfectly. It looked really lovely. Really, really lovely. Now you do have little balls at the end to stop the slider from falling off, which is always a good thing, because you don't want it to fall off, do you?
Not really, no.
And all you do, if you've never used one of these before, is attach something between the two, and then you just literally pull it.
So it makes a great gift because you don't have to know the size of the wrist that you're making it for, particularly. I mean, obviously, when you attach something into the little jump rings, then you might have to think about it a little bit then, because you could still make it too big if you added too much stuff, couldn't you? So just think about it then. But it also makes a great necklace. If you attach a jump ring to the jump ring on that, onto the soldered jump ring on that, and then attach, say, even the jadeite going up around the neckline, or have that as a, you know, coming down the back sort of thing. So it can quite easily be a necklace too.
£12.95.
Gosh, they've come down in price, haven't they? These? Wow.
They have. Weren't they like 19 before?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
So you've got an opportunity at £12.95, and they are really good. I love them. Again, you're on about different sizes of wrists. I've always had a difficulty in sizing bracelets. I made one for my mum that was far too big, and I made several for my mum that are far too small.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
In fact, you know what I'd love to put with this?
And that's dramatic, isn't it? That's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
Obsidian.
Absolutely gorgeous.
The obsidian is coming up in 15 minutes' time. It is my must-have for the day.
What you could do with a popcorn bracelet as well is, if you're gifting it, you could make, say, let's say 3 different centres to it to put in the gift, and just a little explanation, and the extra jump rings as well, so that you don't manipulate the jump rings too often, and just explain how to fix them, and then, you know, that's a 3-in-1, a holiday bracelet.
Going back to that, we had bolt clasps earlier on in a pack. If you just had them attached to bolt clasps so they could clip on, you have jump rings on there already, clip on, so it's easier to do then, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
There we are, hold those lines, my lovelies. Now next, I'm going to bring, oh hello, Tanzanite. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so I wasn't actually expecting it to be as pretty as this. This is nuggets of Tanzanite.
Oh, I love it.
But look at the colour.
That is tanzanite, unmistakably.
Yeah.
You wouldn't mistake that for any other blue gemstone.
98 centimetres of one of the most beautifully coloured tanzanites I think I've seen in a very, 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 very long time. That's stunning.
It is absolutely stunning. And you imagine that on all of that width on a memory wire braid. Apparently we've got memory wire coming in very shortly in various colours.
Yeah.
So that would make a great memory wire, or using a size 10 needle and fire line, a cuff bracelet.
Yes,
beautiful.
cuff bracelet would be brilliant, but I'd actually like to get 2 strands of this.
Oh, yeah. Twist, yeah,
and
definitely.
I'd like to make a necklace.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when you're doing that, put it onto 0.4 wire as your stringing medium, because then when you twist it, the wire twists within it and it won't come untwisted. If you do it on thread, it'll untwist.
We had the sterling silver wire earlier on, didn't we? That was 0.4, wasn't it?
I mean, that is just really beautiful, isn't it?
Even as a bracelet.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, the colour. It's probably one of the nicest colours in town. I think this is what you get with chips of tanzanite as well, is that vibrant tanzanite blue. Well, it's more of violet, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I love about this particular one. It is bringing more of the purples out, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Really
beautiful
lovely.
colour.
My question is, how many do we have? Because I think this is going to end up... I knew it! Oh, Becky! No! Ah!
Bye. Nice to see you.
Yeah, see you later. See you later. That's a beautiful word.
It is.
There is 10, basically. Had a bit of a hissy fit there, apologies for that. But when you look at something like this and you see the price at that price and you know there's only 10, yeah, that's going to sell out. That's going to sell out, isn't it? What's supposed to be in box 9, my lovely? Oh. No, that's not there. Unfortunately, that one's not there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Little pebbles. I'm eating my hair. Little pebbles of tanzanite.
Can you bring the chips in with them?
Oh, yes. There's kind of no point because they'll have gone by now.
Yeah, I know, but what I wanted to see them together, because what I would do with the necklace would be like 2 inches of chips, then one of the pebbles, 2 inches of chips, then one of the pebbles.
Nice. And they do go really nicely together.
They do go nice. That's what I thought about, the colours spot on together. Lovely.
These make me want to be at home.
Yeah, I know, so get on the phone very quickly. Yeah, because you've got no chance on the way home.
Because this should be $49.95. We're going to halve it. We're going to halve it. Slice it in half. Goodness me. Yep, $29.95, but you didn't see that coming, did you?
Wow.
They've got such a beautiful... I was going to ask how many and I didn't want to. 7.
Oh, gosh.
They've got a beautiful finish to them as well. There's such a smoothness.
Yeah, I mean, with this new seam of tanzanite that's been recently found, we don't really have any examples of it yet, I don't think. So we're not quite sure what colour it's going to be, really.
Yeah, it's taken them a long time to find the seam as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, a hell of a long time to find it. So consequently, we're not quite sure. I mean, because there's I mean, we don't grade it, do we? But it is graded, tanzanite is graded out there. So we're not quite sure what's coming out of the new one. So, you know, do you want to wait or do you want to buy, which is an absolutely beautiful spot-on tanzanite for its colour?
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't wait, because whenever you see... I've always said this in the gemstone world, as soon as you see something you fall in love with...
Exactly.
If you can get it, get it.
I know it happened with peridot, and then when this new peridot eventually made its way through the gem cutting rooms, it was quite dark.
Yeah,
there's a lot of black inclusions in it, so we just don't know.
You never know. It's a natural source we're working with at the end of the day, isn't it? So you can't guarantee.
Yeah, absolutely.
I always liken it unto wine, because they go on about a certain year, certain vintage was amazing, but that's all down to what happens in the year at the time, and the weather, and the environment.
The soil, environment, whatever happens. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. how many I drink before it hits the main market.
What's your favourite, white or red?
I'm into red now.
Oh, yeah.
Actually.
I keep flitting between the two.
I'm really into red wine at the moment.
There we are. Now, let's leave that there for you. Ooh. 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 Faceted.
Oh, gosh, that's pretty.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh, that looks expensive. Gosh, that looks expensive.
It does. I'm thinking popcorn bracelet that we just had earlier on, and I'm thinking a little strip of that.
Oh, beautiful.
Twinkle, twinkle, little tanzanite.
Wow, that's a gorgeous. Again, you know, look at the colour of it. Look at the colour and the sparkle.
It's almost diamond-like, isn't it?
Well, it's almost gem quality, that.
Yeah. Beautiful effect.
Gosh, absolutely. I mean, I haven't been on shows recently that we've had much tanzanite on.
Yeah.
And it really is lovely to see again, especially at this quality.
It should be $69.95. You know that instantly, though, don't you, when you look at the quality of it. It's not going to be $69.95. Becky's been in that chair since 3 p.m. She's getting a little bored in there now. She's going to drop the price by £20.
Gosh, it's worth it so much.
What would you do with it then?
That quality and that colour, and I love that cut. I love all that faceting that's going on there, so you get sparkle. First thing would be really delicate earrings, really delicate earrings.
Nice choice.
Followed by tassel earrings.
Oh.
Followed by the brangle thing, where you just get sort of a bangle.
Yeah.
But you turn it into what we call a bracelet. You know, half bracelet, half bangle. So then you on the solid part, you then put jump rings on the end via a wrap loop, and then you put the sort of the gemstones in. So you've got like the floppiness of the bracelet, but the stiffness then of a bangle.
Nice.
That's what I would do with that. I think earrings, are a must-have because of the light coming through them.
Yeah.
You know, without anything interfering with that.
Very true. They are lovely, aren't they? Right. Let me bring this one to you. Ooh, wheels. Faceted wheels.
Beautiful. Gosh, now that is pleochroic, that one. There's a lot of pink coming out of that one. Wow.
There's almost a frosted
There
element to
There
it
is
as well, with the
actually.
way it's actually faceted. There's a beautiful frosting to it. The twinkle's slightly more subtle than the other faceted one we had, which I actually quite like. I think they would look really nice if you had flat shell coins.
Yeah. I mean, what I like about that
disperse
particular strand is the very subtle graduation.
Yes.
It makes it look quite a chunky look because of that graduation being so fine.
Your graduation is 4x1 right up to 6x2, so, but it is quite a subtle graduation, like you're saying.
It is. Beautiful.
I'd want to stack them like this. I know you can actually face them, put them facing forwards.
Yeah, you can.
But
sort of
I
put
wouldn't
them-
want to do that. I'd
No.
want to stack them like this.
Yeah, so would I. So would I. I would use those probably for the necklace and the previous strand for the earrings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$39.95
Wow.
is what you're looking at here. I'm still thinking, little section of the front, popcorn bracelet,
Definitely.
done. Because then you've got the rest of the strand if you want to make the money back to sell. But you've got something beautiful that you can keep.
Yeah. And I think perhaps if you do buy a strand of tanzanite at any time now, I think it is probably a good idea to take some of it off and keep it for yourself.
Oh, always keep it for yourself because
Yeah.
it's beautiful anyway.
Yeah, but I think you should, if you're preparing to sell it, just keep some of it for yourself anyway, off of that strand.
There's always the question of when tanzanite will run out.
Well, this is it. And also you can compare then the different strands of tanzanite that you buy.
Yeah, that's true. Did you say number 4? Ooh. This one's slightly lighter in colour.
Yeah, it is, isn't
It's more
it?
of a cornflower
Yeah.
blue is what you're looking at on this one, which is really quite lovely.
Wow.
Now, it's the gemstone of new beginnings. So this is the kind of colour that I would want. If someone's having a little boy, to make them something special, a little keepsake, or either just a little stack to turn it into a charm for a bracelet maybe. Just a little gift.
Yeah.
That's so pretty, isn't it?
I mean, you know, with that one, the previous one, and the one before that, I might actually think of layering them.
Yeah.
You know, a slightly graduated layer for a necklace would be really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. Definitely beautiful enough for a winter ball, without a doubt.
It should be as little as $19.95. We are going to clear it. We're going to give you a chance to get it way under 20.
Wow.
See it, like it, love it.
Wow.
Tanzanite under 10. At the end of the day, when do you get to see a chance to own Tanzanite under £10? You've got a strand that is 18 centimetres in length, so you can split that down, you can make it into something for yourself, you can make some to sell if you want to, or to gift. I just keep the strand. I just keep the strand.
$9.95 is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous when you, again, put in the word Tanzanite in the same sentence as £10.
Yeah.
When do you get to see that? Well, right now for a start, but you don't normally, do you?
No, absolutely not.
Tanzanite, £10. No.
No. No, definitely not.
Tanzanite coloured something, maybe, but not Tanzanite under 10. You've got it. You've got it. How many do we have, dare I ask? Ooh!
Yeah, good quantity of those.
77.
Wow, yeah, multi-buy on those.
If you can multi-buy on these ones, definitely. It's a great opportunity. £10 for Tanzanite. I like it.
I love it. I love the colours. Definitely the colours of this Tanzanite, all the Tanzanite we've had so far, is just beautiful.
I'm just wondering how you would channel set it as a ring. How hard would it be to channel set as a ring?
Well, Jandra has done it umpteen times, hasn't
Yeah.
she? Done that type of thing with rondelles, so definitely you can.
That's just such a lovely colour as well. It's soft, it's delicate. Give me a second, I just want to see what it looks like with jadeite.
It's really subtle. You see, it's changed. The Tanzanite's changed. The jadeite hasn't, but the Tanzanite has somehow changed.
Slightly darker it looks.
Yeah, I think so.
I like that combination together.
Yeah, particularly as an earring with the tinies on, and then one of the jadeite as a dangle.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, coming up after the break, I have my must-have of the day, which has had a lot of interest already on it. It's back in stock after a good while, so it is a great time to get it. It's obsidian. Golden obsidian. And you're not getting one strand, you're not getting two strands, you're actually going to be getting 3 entire strands of your golden obsidian.
Beautiful.
It is stunning, isn't it? Look at the effect you get.
It's been very light on the ground, hasn't it, recently as well?
Yeah,
Golden
not seen
obsidian.
much of
I
it.
can't remember in the last 2 years, to be truthful.
I've had a couple of strands.
I haven't seen anything on any of the shows I've done.
Have you not?
Nope.
They've only been very small strands, though, the ones that I've had.
Right. Okay.
But it is a beautiful, beautiful stone. Definitely worth stocking up on that. So that's coming up straight after the break. So sit back, get yourself a brew, and we shall see you right after this.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello, welcome back. It is today's must-have, and it's something we've not seen together for a long time. This is a stunning obsidian. It's golden obsidian, and to me, it always reminds me of the Sheba cat.
Really?
Does it remind you of the Sheba cat?
I can't think what the Sheba cat looked like now.
It's the British short.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got that sheen to
Yes.
it. It's got almost a velvety finish to it.
Yeah,
So
I
not
do
the
know,
colour
yeah.
itself,
Yeah.
but actually the effect
Oh, yeah,
that you
because
get.
it's like a blue, isn't it? British, yeah.
So when you look at this, you will get almost a base colour, and then when the light catches it, you get that velvety overtone, which is just so beautiful.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just literally like molten gold has gone inside the gemstone, found its level, and then set.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just incredible to see the effect. I mean, this one's actually shown it off to perfection.
It is, yeah.
It's so subtle, and I don't think any other gemstone really has the same quality. I know we've got things like moonstone, I know we've got things like labradorite, but they never quite have the same effect as this, because it's not the basic azulorescence that you'd expect to see with a moonstone, is it?
No.
It's a completely different
No,
stone
and
to the
it's
star.
not really a chatoyance,
No, it's not.
So
It's not. You've just got this almost a grainy feel.
it's a very tactile gemstone, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to play with
You
it.
just want to touch it, don't you?
Yeah.
You want to play with it, you want to touch it, and that's why it's perfect as a stretchy. And what's even better with this is you're actually getting 3 different sizes. So if you're wanting to wear something a little bit more substantial, you've got an 8mm. If you want to be really subtle, you've got a 4mm. And if you want to go for that in-between point, you've got a 6mm as well. And they're all beautiful. You're getting different carat weights because of the size of them. So the 8mm is 150 carats. The 6mm is 60 carats, and the 4mm is 30 carats. I don't know if I'd want to keep them all together or just separate them out.
I would put them all together as a first inspiration, very close graduation like that, you know, bringing them round like that. That's a first thought. I think that makes just a classic necklace that goes with any outfit, really.
That's really stunning.
Then, again, using the larger one with the 4mm drops from it as a sort of the tassel thing. Or the next thing that I would do, in fact, this is now, because I just thought of it, probably the thing I would do with it, I'd take them all off that temporary strand, I'd put them into a bead soup and randomly thread.
Would you?
Yeah, randomly thread 3 strands again.
Okay.
And keep them very close together. I think that would look fantastic.
So the choices are endless though when you get so many of them.
Yeah.
I would definitely like a stretchy. And I'm also thinking, and this is if you're making to sell, if you want to make a large quantity of something, earrings. Because all you need is this, the sterling silver head pin from earlier on, and a shepherd's hook.
Yeah.
So it just sits on the end.
Yeah.
That'd be really lovely.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a carnelian. It's a bit of a chameleon, isn't it? Obsidian. And when it moves, it changes. That sort of inner glow of gold it's got seems to actually be free inside it somehow, like a snow globe. It sort of tends to move with it.
You get more of the effect in the smaller size as well. So if you're looking for something that shows a little bit more of that beautiful, I don't know what you would call it, luster,
Is that all?
stunning quality. It should be £24.95.
Wow, that's amazing.
Considering you're getting 3 strands for that, that is amazing. But we're not stopping there. Oh no, don't forget everyone does pay that final low price. So if you get this in your basket right now and you're checking out, you're not paying that. Everyone will pay £17.95. How much does that work out per strand? £5.99 per strand.
That's brilliant. I mean, if you don't particularly want to wear black, because, you know, black, I can't wear, I've never have been able to wear black very close to my face sort of thing, you know. But chocolatey browns and things like that, that's different altogether. It's a softer look.
Yeah.
So consequently, I think it's far more wearable.
Absolutely.
Because it's softer.
Absolutely. It opens it up as well, doesn't it, to
Yeah, definitely.
a larger audience.
Yeah, much larger audience. And to be honest, when you look at these strands of gemstones here, try and get the picture in your mind about the finished piece of jewellery, and that laying against like a nude coloured top or a chocolate brown suit or a oyster neck or a roll neck collar or something like that. Just get that picture in your mind and it takes on a whole new need for that gemstone then. And that would look so... I mean, can you imagine that against a cashmere top?
Yes.
I mean, that would be icing on the proverbial cake, wouldn't it? It
Just
really
restrand
would.
it then?
Yeah, just restrand it. Definitely.
£17.95 for the 3. I would very much be popping it into earrings because I just want to have a load of them.
Yeah.
Have a load of them. There's loads of you there, which is brilliant to see. Thank you for joining us today, my lovelies. We've got Jackie. Hello, darling. How are you? Mary's got hers as well. Andrew's there. Hayley's there. Kelvin's there. Jill's there. Ali's there. Grab them while you can, my lovely. You're going to love them, by the way. If you did get this already by popping it in your basket and checking it out, it will be with you very, very soon. Very, very soon. And I think you're going to love it.
Absolutely. You know, you've got to see this gemstone in the flesh, really, to imagine how beautiful it is. And it's unmistakably a gemstone because each stone is there's a marginal difference, if not a huge difference. I mean, that gold in there is twinkling. You know, you can see it's like almost as if glitter. Tiny
that's a really
flakes
great
of glitter.
example, yeah.
That's a beauty, that is. So every one of them has got this.
That's like a firework going off in the night sky.
It really is. It really, really, really is.
Just the effect is so beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
On each and every single one. And it's so nice to have the different sizes. And I've said this before, but to actually have the different sizes on separate strands takes away so much hassle of trying to make sure you get the exact right sizes if you've got a graduated strand.
Exactly.
So that's a lovely
Sky's the
limit
limit with those three. They're great sizes.
They're just so gorgeous. I love strands of stones. Just to see how many, in fact, how many do you get on the big one? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 already. 2, 4, 6, 8, 32, 4, 6, 8, 42, 4, 6, 8, 48.
Fantastic.
48 on the strand. That's the largest size, so you are going to get more the smaller they go. I'm not even going to attempt to count the other ones.
They're cherry-picked strands as well, those. They all work together beautifully. Absolutely beautifully.
Hold those lines. Now, I'm going to bring you some more tanzanite now. Ooh. Ooh. I'm thinking sterling silver findings are needed for this one. I really am. So you're getting faceted little rondelles of tanzanite, really delicate, very beautifully done. Aren't they stunning? Wow. Aren't they stunning? 2 by 1 mil. You're actually going to get 20 in a pack, and they are all micro-faceted as well. So if you love your micro-faceted gemstones, this is one of those times where just grab it. Because we're going under £5, baby! Tanzanite, under 10 was unheard of. Tanzanite for £5, under £5 for micro-faceted tanzanite. Now, if that's not a multi-buy item, I don't know what is.
No.
Multi-buy, multi-buy.
Well, I mean, you've got 20, so you could put, let's say, 18, so 9 into a very beautiful little drop earring.
That would be
if you can find
lovely.
a very fine chain, like I demoed in the last one, but a much finer chain, and featherweight head pin, or
you're being very generous.
And I've used a lot in a pair of earrings. Definitely, I would definitely use a lot in one pair of earrings.
Well, I suppose for £5 you can, can't you?
Absolutely.
There's no need to scrimp.
Yeah.
No need to scrimp. I'm really impressed with that. I would like to, we've got the little pendants that open up.
Oh, yes.
Put it in free flow.
Yes. A bit like shop art jewellery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much like that. Float, like the floating diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah.
That would be really nice. Floating tanzanite.
Yeah. Different, yeah.
Now, say that one again, my lovely. Ooh. Ooh. I like this.
Wow, there's a lot going on there.
There is.
Silver work. Oh.
You've got a massive, massive, massive amount of silver in this. Look at that. Look at how substantial that back is. Look at how deep the actual side goes as well. There is a lot of silver in this piece. A lot of silver. It's housing a 12 carat tanzanite, so it's going to need a lot of silver, doesn't it, really? For it to actually take the sides And to hold it in place as securely as it does need a lot of silver. But that is beautiful. It's not exactly going to be lightweight. Not with 4 grams of silver in that. So you might not want to turn those into earrings, but they would make a fantastic bracelet.
Yeah, or a necklace.
Or a necklace, yeah.
I would, for the bracelet or a necklace, I'd have multi-chain, lengths of chain, different chains going into that jump ring there. I think that would look amazing if you could put all the same chain in, say five lengths of that chain, all different chains. And we had a chain bracelet the other day, which was just the chain, and it was about 5 different. Yeah. In the bit like the popcorn effect, only it was all different chains, and I think that would look stunning.
Yeah, it would. It would. I'm just thinking the popcorn bracelet.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking that.
Really gorgeous.
Just go simple, simple.
Gorgeous.
£17.95 is what you're looking at. So if you got yourself the popcorn bracelet and then you added this to it, that is one really big statement piece. All with pearls. Pearls, lots and lots of pearls. As a choker maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
Just have it with a bit of velvet.
Definitely.
That in the centre.
Definitely.
You could even take these bits off and pop a pin at the back. Brooch.
Yeah. Well, you could utilise those as well, actually. You could drop from them.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you could. Oh, that's a very good point. Now, I'm going to bring you some more nuggets. Some more nuggets. This time, more of the rough.
Love them, love them, love them, love them, love them. Really love them.
Instantly straight away?
Yeah, instantly straight away. Absolutely adore them.
What do you like about them?
I just love rough cut gemstones. I'm waiting with bated breath at the moment on some deliveries, but I just adore a rough cut gemstone, especially that colour, that quality. I mean, look at the sparkle on it, and it's a rough cut.
Yep. That's the nice thing about it, though, because the way you get it cut or the way it's broken, you get this amazing iridescence on the surface, which when the light catches it, that's where the sparkle comes in. So it creates almost like sugar cubes.
Yes.
It reminds me of sugar cubes, which in themselves are sort of crystalline, aren't they?
Beautiful.
So you've got that amazing variety. And there is a big movement at the moment, and there has been for a little while, towards rough gemstones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Small quantities of rough gemstones on a necklace, and people are really embracing that fact.
They absolutely are. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Well, look at the pink that comes out. When did you see it catch the light? I don't know if the camera caught it, but when it caught the light, there was a beautiful pinpoint of almost a fuchsia pink that came out of it.
I just love it because it's a rough cut, and as you say, because they're not smooth surfaces, they're giving this druzy effect.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. A druzy is something we all love, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you wanted to create a druzy effect, how about getting yourself one of the pendant backs, some resin, and embedding this in it? So it then gives you the effect of a druzy. A tanzanite druzy would be brilliant.
Yeah. Or some cerulean.
Yes.
You could embed them into cerulean because it's a sort of a fairly opaque gemstone. You know, you could embed it definitely into cerulean.
£10.
Wow. Goodness.
£10. Again, tanzanite and £10 should not be in the same sentence together. Tanzanite, £10 and rough shouldn't be in the same sentence together. They are beautiful. Good luck with those ones. Next, I'm going to bring... Ooh! Dare I?
Go on then, best of luck getting them back up again.
I'll only do a few. Oh no. Oh no. It's all I can hear from Beck. Oh no. Oh, I'm just going to do the whole lot.
Oh gosh.
If I'm going to make a mess, I might as well make a mess. 140 carats.
It's going to blow all over the studio. Oh,
You're talking about sparkle.
Now these I would definitely spend time with cerulean, with a pair of tweezers, and embed them into cerulean in a big piece. You know, there are paintings made with this granular.
Yep. There absolutely is. What I would like to do with this is, if I could get enough of it, is I'd want to make it into a table.
Oh yes, oh yes. A Tanzanite table.
No, if you've ever seen them, there are tables which are basically like a picture frame.
Yeah.
So they've got a slight indent inside, and then you have the glass over the top, and they have little sections that you can actually pour gemstones or put pebbles in, or anything you want really. I mean, there's a restaurant where I live that have got coffee beans in one section and then some herbs in another section. It's really lovely done. So to have that.
The first
How luxurious
time
would that be?
that we had this sort of thing, actually it was much finer than this the first time we had it. We couldn't really find, other than the sort of the painting techniques, we couldn't really find a product that embraced it. But now with Cerulean we have. It's an epoxy resin that Swarovski use themselves, and it really does work beautifully with something like that. I would really love to make something with Cerulean and that.
It reminds me, please do not eat this under any circumstances, but it reminds me of, you know, the sherbet.
Oh yeah.
It's got that kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Or popping candy, or popping candy. It's got that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, but so, definitely the first time we had this sort of thing, it was really, really fine. Now this isn't anything but fine.
£6.95.
Fantastic.
For 140 carats. I want a little mini sand pit. You know, you can have the Zen gardens. Can we have a Zen garden with tanzanite, please?
I think if you are a creative nature, then I think it's just that £6.95 is getting it, and then spending time thinking quite what to do with it. You can do some wonderful things with it.
I spent more on a pumpkin today.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, it was nearly twice. It was £9, the big one. We worked out it was around about 2 stone.
Good Lord,
it's
that's
massive.
Big. Yeah.
It was heavier than my daughter. I tried to pick it up. It was like, whoa! It's big, big.
And you've got to carve that, have you?
Yeah, I've got to do something with it after as well. I've got so many pumpkins because I went pumpkin picking with my daughter. She was not impressed with pumpkin picking, by the way. She liked one. No, she hated it. Do you want this one? No. And she kept pointing at various different ones. Sorry. Pointed at various different ones, and then whenever I asked her if she wanted it, no, 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 no. Do you want that one? No. Do you want that one? No. She loved washing them though. I had to hose the big one down. It was too big to go in anything. This is the big 5.
Wow.
It is also a previous one to own. At least, I think it's a previous one to own. Otherwise, we've naughtily taken it. It was a previous one to own. You are getting the big 5, and it is the big 5. It is ruby, it is emerald, it is sapphire, it is tanzanite, and it is diamond as well. So you'll get 4 carats of grey diamonds. Silver diamonds. It says grey here. We're calling them silver. No, it says grey. Even on the graphics it says grey. Grey, silver, it's the same thing, isn't it, really? You got sparkle to this and lustre to this, so I think we can say silver. You're also going to be getting sapphire. There's only 15 of these remaining, by the way. You're getting 17 carats of the sapphire. You're then going to get your beautiful Colombian emerald, 10.75 carats of that. I get it just for this. You're also getting 15 carats of tanzanite and 15 carats of ruby.
That ruby is stunning.
Yes, it is. All of it's stunning. The tanzanite's a beautiful quality. The fact it's Colombian emerald as well is amazing. Love the fact it's Colombian emerald.
The sapphire's gorgeous as well.
Yeah, it's a really nice selection. It should be £229.95.
Easily.
Easily. I mean, just the emerald is stunning enough. And then the tanzanite. In fact, I love those 3 together. Those 3 together are beautiful. We're not going to stop at £229.95. I know it's the big 5. I know they're gorgeous. I know you've got Colombian emerald. I know you've got diamond. But we're not stopping at 2295. 22995. Question is, what can we do? What would you do with the emerald on its own? I'll keep that. I would. I'd keep it.
To be absolutely honest with you, I couldn't make a snap decision on what to do with them. I'd sort of really have to just admire them for a little while first, and then go for it. What I can envisage, actually, again, is a twisted bracelet with all 5.
Nice.
I might single out the diamonds for earrings with a ruby on the end.
It's a beautiful strand of diamonds, actually.
Or a sapphire on the end. I mean, the diamond will probably be the common denominator for all of the others, as far as earrings are concerned. But, I mean, channel setting, I think, if you are good at channel setting, that's the way to go.
We've dropped it right down to 17995.
Wow. Gosh, that's over £50.
I'd be tempted to just keep these ones and make something for me. And then I'd probably braid those together somehow.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't it?
They are beautiful.
Beautiful. Now, I'm going to bring you some Swarovski. We're going to go quick on the. Oh, hello. We're going to go quick on these. We've got a lot to bring to you. We've got some Swarovski, which I think you're going to love. I've not seen this before. I like
Isn't it?
that.
It's absolutely glorious. Again, it's a bit like how the tanzanite granules were done. The granular tanzanite. It's very similar. This is all crystal, sort of granules. And then, yes, it's iron-onable.
Yes, it's got a really smooth back to it, so I just feel like that's possible. So you just literally iron it onto...
Yeah, I mean, you can just iron it onto a length of, let's say, calf leather.
Yeah.
Something like that, make a bracelet from it, or just, you can cut it up. And again, going up that cerulean route, because it's into sort of random little chunks and embed it in cerulean fabric. It's just something, again, that I think, get home and really think what to do with it. Really think.
I'd want to just make it into a bracelet. Can you do it without having to iron it on?
Well, can I have a look? Yes, well, you can. I'm not sure what the backing is, but that is something that we can find out. You could easily, with a hole maker, you know, pop a... you could trim the edges into a diamond shape, you know, pointed either end, and then pop a jump ring in, and then perhaps a piece of ribbon or something.
That'd be
Might
nice.
be quite nice in there. Lovely for a bride.
Yes.
Beautiful. I mean, that is mega. That is utopia as far as sparkle's concerned.
It really is. And with having the AB coating on it as well, it's
stunning.
just ultimate, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is what Swarovski, when they're up at Daniel Swarovski level, this is what goes on to gowns and dresses, and then they command hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Yeah. This has actually only ever been in kits before.
It's never been in one of mine, Becky. I wish it had been.
Is there a bit of bitterness there?
Yeah.
Bit of bitterness there.
Yeah, just a bit.
Oh dear. Can we put it in one of the kits next time, please? £6.50 is what you're looking at. I would very much want to get a couple of those, and I would actually like to pop it on clothes.
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
or shoes.
I've got a very plain little LBD, little black dress, LBD, and it's got a V-neck, and it's long sleeved, and it's quite fitted, and just imagine on that V.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really lovely. Really lovely.
Or across shoulders. Wow.
Yeah, or even on a cuff.
Yeah, on a cuff, on a blouse cuff. Love it.
Now, next up, I love these ones. Navettes. Can I take these out? Yay. As long as I put them back. Okay, I'll put them back.
Oh, they're fabulous, aren't they? These are just like emeralds, aren't they?
They are stunning.
Like the best chrome dioxide coloured green as well.
It's just so beautiful to see that colour. It reminds me of the Emerald City. So these are Swarovski Peridot Navette beads. They're 12 in a pack. They're 10 by 5 mil, and it has got that gorgeous, deep, just beautiful colour. The thing that I love about Swarovski is it looks at the finest quality of a natural gemstone, and it then says this is exactly what we want in our stones. So it recreates that look.
Absolutely. I mean, these, because you've... Oh, wow, £6.95. because they've got a mirrored back, you can actually glue these onto backing foundation and then do tiny size 15s, little bezels around them.
Yeah.
In a little seed bead, so a little 15 seed bead.
Nice.
Or the best thing that you can do with them again is going back to cerulean.
Yeah.
They're perfect,
cerulean.
absolutely perfect for cerulean.
They are
With
fantastic.
that mirror back, you see, it's not interfering. You don't have to worry about embedding it into the cerulean because, you know, you're just not going to lose any of that light. It's bouncing back off the mirror.
Which is really stunning.
Yeah.
And again, having that kind of quality, if you were to buy the equivalent of this in a real gemstone, you'd be talking so much money.
Absolutely. And I mean, the thing
So
is,
much
you
money.
don't have to necessarily stick to making jewellery. There is a Swarovski roll top bath.
So what?
Yeah, a roll top bath made out of Swarovski crystals. And obviously they're embedded in a cerulean.
I was going to say, would it be cerulean that they're using?
Yeah, with hundreds of thousands around. And it is phenomenal. And it was something like £500,000 or something like that. I mean, you can make a start.
You could make a start, absolutely. What was the next one? Sorry, my lovely. Ooh. The nice thing about doing it this way is you can do it gradually, can't you?
Absolutely. You know that table you want?
I know, yeah,
to do
there we are.
that, yeah.
Oh, I'm popping them everywhere.
They're gorgeous, these are ABs.
Yeah, ABs are fabulous. ABs are one of our most popular, if not the most popular.
Just look at the inner faceting, what the faceting does to this. It's sort of, it's faceted on the outside, but the faceting that you see inside is totally different. It's magical.
Love it.
It's totally magical.
Is that a mirror back on the back of this as well then?
I think it's just the quality of the AB,
That is brilliant.
isn't it?
Yeah, really lovely. Really lovely. Even on both sides. I mean, I'd want something to show both sides off. They're that good. Because I really like the effect that you get when you turn it around.
They've got to be earrings for me. They've got to be.
I do like it from the back.
Yeah. So it's entirely different though, isn't it? The back and the front are entirely different effect.
They really are, look.
It's amazing. See, that looks like faceting, and then the other side almost looks like satin that's been crumpled inside it.
It does actually, yeah.
I love it. Gosh,
£5.95
amazing.
and you're getting 12 of them in a pack. They're 6mm.
Fantastic.
It's not pretty.
Oh,
The
fantastic.
drill hole does go straight top to bottom.
Beautiful.
So they'll sit like that.
I love Swarovski so much. I love bling, you see. So just beautiful. You know, I just collect Swarovski and then eventually one day sit down with it all around you and make something magnificent.
See, that'd be the dream, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be the dream.
Yeah.
So I'll pop those away. Next up, ooh, what are these? What are these? What are these? Ooh. Oh, I like these.
Gorgeous colour.
Mm-hmm. This is peridot again.
Looks like Lily of the Valley colour, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I like these.
Oh, aren't they beautiful? They're like little pumpkins.
I've seen enough
Aren't
pumpkins
they
today.
beautiful?
I got a blue pumpkin.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it left out in the cold all night or something?
It seemed to be. It was that colour, yeah. So we've got, I think it was a squash. We've got peridot briolet beads or
Beautiful.
briolette beads.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, you know, they would make a with the popcorn bracelet.
Do you think that's a 1mm hole?
At least an
So you can
8,
put it on your wire.
0.8. But, oh yes, definitely. You can put it on your wire. You'll get an 8. But I mean, with an option of that, I mean, you get 4, 6, or 8.
I reckon you get a 1mm through there. We got any 1mm floating around?
No, I've got no. This is what's this? That's 4. So we can't really. Let's see if you can get a head pin through it.
Well, the head pin goes through easily with wiggle room.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Then well, the head pin's normal. The silver will be about 0.6, and the plated is about 0.8.
Okay.
So if you want to try a plated one,
Yeah, why not?
and then we'll know.
Dun, 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 dun. Yep, that goes through
Yeah.
wiggle room.
Yeah,
I would say we could probably get a 1mm in there.
gorgeous. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Again, you know, it's such a pretty colour. A lot of sparkle. Fantastic for Christmas.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just these again on the end of the sterling silver.
I think sterling silver actually is a lovely colour with it, that green.
Just one.
Beautiful. That looks like a green amethyst now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It's gorgeous.
£4.45. Now I'm going to bring you another choice on this one. Oh, the button!
You can always give them to me. I'll promise I'll put them all back.
It's whether I can remember where to put them back. Why are you rattling today, Linda? Why is your bag so heavy all of a sudden?
We have a Swarovski beeper at the door.
This is where you turn up in an encrusted cardigan or something, isn't it, a few weeks later?
Yeah, yeah.
What? No, they're not the same ones as we had on the show, honest.
Oh, these are gorgeous again, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are.
It's beautiful.
I don't think I'm going to be able to pick these up with the tweezers, they're too big. Oh, and I can. Aren't they pretty? These are aquamarine colour.
Wow, they're gorgeous.
Briolet beads.
I mean, you know, you cannot, I'll put it out there, this is only my opinion, but you cannot get better than Swarovski when it comes to crystal. There's Czech crystal, there's all sorts of crystal, but there is nothing to beat this Austrian crystal.
They've really pushed the boundaries of it, haven't they? Because they've gone out there with a specific aim.
To be the best.
Yeah. Yeah. £3.45.
Wow.
Even on prices.
They used to have Swarovski used to have a flagship store in Great Marlborough Street in London.
Yeah.
That was called Swarovski Elements. They've since sort of concentrated on other things now, and they've closed it down. But that was a store that you could buy Swarovski product to make your own jewellery with.
Yeah.
And they had a Swarovski lounge, and I used to love going to it. And I think 3 of those, going back probably 15 years, would have been that price for 3 of them then.
Wow.
So, you know, it's a significant product.
It's a beautiful, beautiful product. I love the variation that they have. It's a little bit like
colours.
the seed beads and the fact there's thousands of different options, isn't there, really?
Yeah.
So these ones, these are pretty, aren't they?
Again, you know, cerulean, resins, because you've got the mirror back. It's definitely, you could probably, well, I know you can, I can't, so I'm not that efficient at it, but give it to Alice and Terry or one of our mega wire workers, and they'll bezel set that for you in a heartbeat. And it will then, you know, look like a diamond.
It does look like a diamond.
2-3 carat diamond. I mean, Swarovski actually do take gemstones as their inspiration, you know, and they use the same cutters and polishers that the gemstone world use. In fact, Swarovski do gemstone as well. It's not out there quite so much, but they do gemstone, but they use the same people as we use for the polishing and the cutting. Yeah,
it's really quite surprising, that, isn't it? Because with it being not a gemstone, you wouldn't expect it to actually be faceted, but they are. The one thing I do love about it, and it's going back to what I said previously, is the fact it doesn't just look at... So a gemstone is a natural item which can have poor quality.
Yes.
And you've got to expect that there is going to be a lot of poor quality gemstones out there. Swarovski have made it so they take the finest look of the finest gemstones and they can recreate that over and over and over again. So you don't have to worry about, oh, when's the next good quality gemstone going to come in? I want this look and I'm always going to get this look. Yeah, definitely. You will get that quality every time. And I mean, even now I've read recently that De Beers are now making lab diamonds, aren't they? So, you know, if De Beers are doing lab diamonds, there's nothing wrong with Swarovski. No. At all. I was really surprised at that. Yeah. I mean, part of me is not surprised, and the other part is kind of like, yeah. Why? But there's a call for it, though. There is a call. Yeah. Right. How about I bring you these beauties? It's the golden shadow, I think. Mm-hmm. It's undeniable, isn't it, when you see it? It's like the AB, you just know when you see it. Yeah, AB is their bestseller and Golden Shadow is a close second. You can see why.
Yeah, just perfect. When my daughter got married, her dress was made and I sewed on thousands of Swarovski crystals. And I had my dress and little jacket made and sewed on golden shadow.
Ah. These are stunning though, aren't they? It's almost like a champagne colour.
Like a cognac diamond, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Just the elegance that you have with that. And these are faceted round beads. They're 3mm in size. So again, really good for seed beading.
Yeah.
If you wanted to seed bead with them, you're more than welcome to. But I want to put them in as many different things as possible, just to highlight, and actually put them with genuine gemstones as well, so you can see.
Definitely, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's just approach the next step. Absolutely, mix and match. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, as a jewellery maker, we just want to use things that are beautiful.
Yeah.
You know.
We're like magpies, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah. But you know, a couple of 3 packs of those put into a beautiful long tassel on the end of a strand of lariat length pearls.
Nice. Yeah, that would be beautiful. That'd be really beautiful, actually.
Yeah. Very sort of Great Gatsby-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a bead cap on the pearl as well.
Yeah, definitely.
In fact, this would go really nice with the kit. That we just had.
Absolutely it would, yeah.
There we go. £8.95 is what you're looking at for these. You're getting 48 in a pack. Now the next, I'm going to pass these ones to you, I'm afraid, sorry. So the next one I'm going to bring to you, 16 did you say? Oh, hello. Oh, these are the jet black ones.
These are for, basically, we bought these for Cerulean.
Right.
Yeah.
They're the perfect size for it, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm not going to take these out of the pack because it will take us forever to get them back in again. Simple as that, really. So these are your beautiful jet black, 24 in a pack. And they are round stones of 2mm in size.
And again, they're mirror-backed. So when you embed them into Cerulean, you get the same sparkle. And the thing about doing anything... Cerulean, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know, is Swarovski's own epoxy resin. It's just a 2-part, 1-to-1 hardener and the colour.
Yeah.
Very easy to use, glorious to use. It's a great, great product. I love it to bits. In fact, I'd put it in every single piece of jewellery if I could. But the little tiny ones are huge in Cerulean because they outline the bigger stones. There's only so many big stones you probably would put into a Cerulean piece, and it's the little ones, and of course you need loads.
Yeah.
Loads of them. I hoard those.
Do you? There was oh my goodness, £1.45. I was just about to make reference to the fact, I think it was last week, we bought 3 heart, they're big enough to be key rings, basically. Yeah. And they had 2018 on it, so we're nearly at the end of the year. So we got rid of as many as we could by giving them away at £1 for 3.
Wow.
£1 for 3 of them. And my suggestion was, if you don't want to have 2018, if it's not a relevant year to you, Cerulean over the top.
Exactly.
And as many of these beauties as you can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Love that idea. Right, next up, I have got these for you, which are big, bold and beautiful. I'm definitely getting these out. These beauties deserve to be bought out and shown in all their glory. Take a look at... Oh, they're not going to... There we are. We're going to have to do it that way.
Now, these are... essentially, these are marketed by Swarovski as sew-on stones.
Right, yeah, because they've got the holes.
Yeah, but they don't have to be sew-on stones. You can utilise those holes, obviously, to put a jump ring through. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you could even... very carefully put one on top of the other, tiny little bit of super glue, making sure that the holes size up together, and then you've got a sparkly back and a sparkly front, and then you could bezel around the edge with some little crystal, the tiny little crystal bicones.
They are fabulous, aren't they?
Make great buttons, those do.
Ooh, they would.
Again, on the back of a bride's dress.
Yeah. The effect is like a disco ball.
Yeah.
Love that effect. So it's checkerboard. You can see that. You can see all of the little squares. And look at the spark. Look at this. That's like paparazzi flashes all the way through, isn't it?
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing like Swarovski for sparkle.
Cufflinks?
Yeah, definitely.
They'd be really nice as cufflinks.
Yeah.
12mm in size. You're getting 2 in a pack for £3.45.
Amazing.
It is,
Just
isn't it?
amazing. It is, it really is, yeah. I mean, again, you know, look at them, use sort of your creative brain and think, what could I do with them? Don't necessarily go for something that's the norm, have a think about it. But also, if you do want to do something just simple with it, it will really work. It really will. But as I say, essentially they're for sew on, but you know, you don't have to do that. Jump ring either side and perhaps a little cluster of the bicones underneath.
Nice.
Great earring, great
Very
pendant.
nice. Pop them back to, get 2 of these, pop them back to back, so when it moves, you've got
Yeah, absolutely.
the look on both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, take a look at this. Take a look at this. Beauty. This is massive. I mean,
Gosh, what colour's that? I don't know what colour that is.
I said black diamond.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's giving off a lot more colours than a black diamond would.
Have you seen the big black diamonds?
No.
They're just so. They're not. It's hard to get a really nice quality black diamond.
Oh, I'm sure it must be.
It really is. They're normally completely just opaque.
Yeah.
And they have. Sometimes they can be gunmetal grey, like a really icky grey, and then they got pot marks in.
Right.
Remember
carbon.
seeing one in a high street jewellers. I think it was a carat, and it had the biggest chunk out the top of it.
Really?
Yeah, it was quite surprised, especially for the price it was going for. It was
Gosh.
not a pretty piece. You can get some incredible black diamonds, but that was not one of them. But this, I mean, goodness me, that is stunning, isn't it? Because you're getting light reflecting inside it. It's not completely black. It's been designed so it will still pass light through. No opaqueness there. $6.95, and you could quite happily.
You could quite happily glue that onto some backing foundation.
Yeah.
And then seed bead around it.
Yep.
Or Swarovski tiny bicones all around it, you know, in a peyote. And it would look absolutely stunning.
The colour in your next kit.
Yeah. Oh,
It would
yes.
look beautiful
Oh,
in
yes.
that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Wait until you see that.
I want to make that collar all in Swarovski. That would be a piece.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So £6.95, and you
That's
can get this
amazing.
gorgeous,
It's
gorgeous
beautiful.
item. Let's go on an iting.
Do you know what? I've just had a picture of an oversized peacock tail with that as the prime.
Imagine it as a ring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cocktail ring and a half. That's stunning. Do you know what we're going to do now, though? Let's be sneaky. We had a bit of amber earlier on, which had an insect in it, but I'm going to bring you some gorgeous amber on a chain as our star buy. I love these pre-done chains that got gemstones on them. We've seen quite a lot with pearl, which is beautiful, but these are fab, really fab. It is a sterling silver chain, and then you're getting these little globes. Reminds me of the sun.
Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? I've not
They
seen
are
that before.
They absolutely are. You've got it back to back. So it looks like it's 2 little domes back to back, beautifully bezeled with that very, very fine craftsmanship, because it takes a lot to actually get silver to look as good as that. A mould will have had to have been made, an actual original design would have had to have been carved for the mould to have been made from it. and then the silver then goes into that. So you have to make sure it's exact. Everything is exact. And then you've got that beautiful chain in between. All you need to do really is separate that and make a bracelet. That's one bracelet there done. Or have a few as a necklace.
We've
what
got
would
a
you
meter
do?
there.
Yeah,
According to the
4 metre.
graphics.
4
Wow.
metre. And you are getting different colours of the amber as well. You are getting your orange amber, lemon amber, and the green amber.
That's
I believe
gorgeous.
you get 3 of each. Let me just double check that. 1, 2... No, you're getting 3 of the orange, 2 of the green, and 2 of the lemon. What would you do with this?
Put a clasp on it and have it as a...
Just wear it as is?
Yep, that's the first thing. You've got, I mean, you've got your little jump rings on
Yeah,
the
you
end
do.
there.
You do,
It's
so you
all
don't
ready
have to do
to
anything
go.
else.
Yeah, you certainly break it up as bracelets. You can certainly break it up as a shorter necklace. Again,
It'd be nice as a long wearing necklace, though,
exactly.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the first instinct, isn't it? To do that, and perhaps
Well, yeah.
multi-buy and have 2 or 3 of them. Wear them together.
Yeah.
Would be nice.
It's been...
Oh, earrings as well. If you did break it up.
Yeah.
Just break up about 10 or 12 links down,
Yeah.
and then pop straight onto a shepherd's hook.
That'd be really lovely. It has been designed with sort of a long line necklace in mind,
definitely,
because you've
got
got the one.
It's got the odd number,
Yeah.
the centre there. Yeah.
Should be
Wow.
£29.94. You wouldn't be charging that for a necklace, would you? I mean, at the end of the day, if you did turn that into a long line necklace, it's what? You don't even need the jump rings. A clasp.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, absolutely.
A clasp.
To be honest, you don't even need a clasp on that. It's a metre length. It's straight over the head. You can just
Yeah,
put
that's-
one jump ring on and
yeah,
join it
one
together.
jump ring, sew it together. Now these are, if you did want to do it, these look, no, they are open clasps, open jump rings. So you, they're both open jump rings. I think that one's.
I don't know, but it doesn't matter anyway, because you can just pop a sterling silver jump ring.
Yeah.
It would have to be sterling silver.
It really would. It really would. £19.95 for. How much would you charge for something like this?
Well, I can see that in a in my local town. We have a quite an old-fashioned jewellers in there, family jewellers, and they about 5 times a year have an amber window, and in there that would be £900. It would have to be, yeah, definitely, if not more, yeah, probably more.
Wow.
I mean, it's exquisite. It's exquisitely designed. We forget that. We just think of the components that are in it, but there's a design process that goes into that.
Yeah, there's a huge design process. It's actually, when you were saying those prices, obviously it's going to be a lot more difficult for us to be able to go to a craft fair and get something like that.
Of course
You
it
wouldn't
is.
be able
It's
to do
where
that.
you're selling. Yeah, I'm just making that. You know, in that particular window, it would definitely command that because
but it's
you've
still
got
the context, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the whole idea
Yeah.
of you are still working
Yeah.
with genuine gemstones. You're still working with sterling silver. You're talking about a design.
Yeah.
You're still working with design. Yet we're able to give it to you at £19.95.
Yeah, that's it. Amazing price.
Love that effect. The fact that you can wear a piece of jewellery, make a piece of jewellery for yourself that could have cost you a fortune if you'd have bought it in the jewellers.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. Now, I've got a cup chain for you. Swarovski.
Wow, this is the He-Man of cup chain, isn't it? It really is. Where's that pendant that you had?
Yeah,
that
I've
was
got
in
it.
the
I've
black
got it.
diamond?
Now I've got it.
That's a serious
Here it is.
piece.
Now, this cup chain's actually only ever been in a kit before. Linda's designing on the set.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
Winter ball, here I come.
Hello. So how do you attach that then?
I would put the pendant onto beading foundation and get some black diamond Swarovski, tiny little bicones, and peyote that around it.
Nice.
And then sew into the very top of that backing foundation, just sew a jump ring and put the jump ring in between those claws.
Very nice. So this particular one's never been out of a kit before, so really nice to be able to do that. It is your gun metal plating with black diamond, so it's the same effect as the big pair, so if you did want to combine those two together, you're more than welcome to. It's 50 centimetres in length, so half a metre, and it's really substantial.
I want a Christmas tree covered in that.
Do you? It would be very effective, wouldn't it?
Yeah, really, really, really decadent. So beautiful, but you know when you just put that into 3 then, that bracelet, it's just, Costume jewellery is bigger than the real deal.
Yeah, it really is.
Costume jewellery is, you know. So, and this is costume jewellery at its finest.
It's costume jewellery is ideal as disposable jewellery, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really,
exactly.
because fashion's changed so quickly.
Yeah, and then it sort of came into fruition with the fact that people in sort of higher society, upper class, whatever, who were sort of wealthy people, were having the real deal. But then we're finding that real deal fairly unwearable because it was being burgled, stolen, whatever, etc. They were frightened to use it, so that's where costume jewellery and what they used to call paste jewellery came into effect.
Yeah,
keep the real deal in the safe, and where the faux really, and it just looks the same.
£24.95 is not your final price. £19.95 is. So if you came in and got it when it was £24.95, you're not paying that. Everyone does pay that final low price. There is going to be a little bit of a wait on those phone lines this evening, so please be patient. And if you don't want to talk to someone on the phone, you don't have to.
I mean, as well as these, you don't have to keep it as a chain like that. They are considerable Swarovski stones. Those are singularly.
Yeah.
And if you just cut the little bridge in between, you won't lose anything. And you'll find underneath that crystal there's a little channel, so you can thread it on to wire or something, because the little channel that's where the metal goes in, where you just cut it off, that little bit will fall out, and then you've got a channel underneath it.
That's a very good point, actually. Yeah, very good point. So you could turn that into all kinds of things.
Yeah, you can sew on, you can, again, cerulean, I hope I'm not boring people saying it, but it's just opportunities. But in its classic situation, a single strand bracelet, wow. Or that necklace with that big pendant. Yeah. I mean, this is a winter ball theme, you know, that's just stunning. Get your notice, that would.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just thinking a simple bracelet again, or even a choker.
Yeah, definitely. You can go, you can overblow something by trying to, I don't want to say impress or be clever or something like that, but sometimes you know, when you've gone one step too far, you can spoil something, can't you? So start off gingerly, keeping it simple, and when your heart says, I love that, you leave it. Because, you know, you think, oh, perhaps I should add some. No, don't.
Yeah, sometimes less is more.
Yeah, and particularly with something like this, it's sizable anyway, so you can leave it as it is, or you can, if you want to, bring it up even more.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just see what it looks like as a single bracelet.
Just stunning. That would be in a Swarovski store, and it would probably have a rhodium plated clasp on it, and it would be £60, just the bracelet, easily, if not more than that, $79.95.
It is so beautiful though, isn't it? I mean, the sparkle you get from it. Love it. Now, in the next hour, am I right in thinking we're being a bit naughty? Right, in the next hour, not only do we have the kit, which is a stunning, thank you for doing this, a stunning kit. I mean, when you see the big piece, you're going to fall in love. But we're also going to be doing clearance. All coming up after this.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
It's kit time! Hey, welcome back. It is in fact kit time, and the kit today, if you love your purple, you're gonna love it. You specifically asked for this, didn't you?
Yes, I wanted, as I've been sort of saying earlier in the show, that a one colour kit basically, or let's say shades of a one colour kit, and I think they've done a great job.
Did you specifically ask for
exactly what
purple?
we've got. No.
So just any
I
colour?
specifically asked
as me.
asked it for red.
You asked it for red. Well, red and blue make purple.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
So we are going to bring this part of the kit first. So I'm going to bring this bit here, which is so many to move. There we are. You are getting a lot in these kits. So you will be getting yourself your beautiful Miyuki light violet gold luster seed beads in 11.0. You'll get your Miyuki round silver line dark purple seed beads in 15.0, and I'm in love with these. I am in love with these.
They're gorgeous,
Take
aren't
a
they?
look.
You wait till they come out of their little pocket. Their little they are so sparkly, those little ones.
I love them, I love them, I love them. That's like having like the finest quality amethyst, isn't it?
Yeah, it
The
is.
colour you're getting there is gorgeous. But you're not just getting that, you will also be getting yourself 130 carats of amethyst graduated tumble gemstones from 8x7 to 16x9. And you're also going to get 130 carats of your amethyst medium nuggets as well, which are 8x7 to 18x10. So one is a 23 centimetre strand, and the nuggets are the 38 centimetre strand. And on here, it's actually telling me I've got a bobbin. Do we have a bobbin?
It's the little
this one here.
thread.
So we've got this. That's a nice colour as well.
Beautiful.
So this is purple Nemo. Nemo.
Yeah, you say potato, I say potato, it doesn't matter. Nemo, potato, potato.
What do you call it?
Nimo.
Nimo, we'll do that. Nimo, bit size B. So what's size B?
Pass. I think by looking at it, it is probably about 0.2, would you think? 0.2 mil?
Something like that. It's
Yeah,
very
it's a
fine.
silk anyway,
Yeah.
isn't it? So it's
beautiful. And that's a 72-yard bobbin. I love bobbins. Wind the bobbin.
I was thinking of bobbing along
Ah,
on the
beautiful
beautiful
brides.
yeah. Bed knobs and
Yeah.
broomsticks.
I love that. I loved it. So you're getting quite a lot in this. You're getting 2 lots of your amethyst. You're getting that beautiful,
They are gorgeous.
beautiful purple in 15.0, and you're getting the gorgeous light violet gold luster in 11.0, and you get your bobbin along on the beautiful briny. So you're getting all of that. And can we have a sneaky peek of the jewellery? Because you need to see the big piece. You need to see the big piece. All right, I want to see the big piece again. Look at this.
So I just wanted to do a shibori piece for a while now in one colour, just to prove something to myself, that it would work, and I think it has.
I love it. I love it.
And then again, you see in the other piece with the next part of the kit, the sort of weave, it's entirely different, but it's made from the same parts of the three. It's a 3-part kit, isn't it?
Yep.
So you can make such diverse things from it. I mean, that could actually be utilised. That actual design of that sort of weave there could actually be put on the bottom of the shibori to fringe it as well. So
It's very feather-like.
yeah, it is actually.
It reminds me of the bottom part of a peacock feather.
Yeah, I guess it. And you see, it's again, we've got different hues of purple, and I really, really love it. I love it. You know, we tend to think we've got to mix colours with jewellery making, but you know, there's a place where you can just put all the different shades of one colour.
It's called Strictly Ballroom.
Yeah.
I would have called it 50 Shades of Purple.
50 shades of purple, yeah.
But it is absolutely stunning what you can actually achieve with this. I mean, even as simple as down to just the gemstone necklace that you've got there as well.
Yeah.
Really, it's really elegant.
Yeah,
really
I
elegant.
mean, that is, again, is those sort of tumbles of the amethyst and joined together with basically a seed bead ladder weave. Well, it's a right-angled weave. Yeah. Just really simple.
The question is, what can we do price-wise on this part of the kit? So you've got 2 strands, 2 spools of your seed beads, 2 pots of your seed beads, and you're getting the bobbin there as well. What can we do price-wise? $23.95.
That's really good.
You could quite easily be looking at paying something like that just for the gemstones on their own.
Oh, easily. Easily.
Can I take these? Is it okay for me to take these out?
Yeah, well, you can take mine. I must have some. Here you are. Have the one that's open.
Oh,
Oh, you've done it now.
I've done it now.
You've done it now.
Strands messaged in. Hello, darling. How are you? She says, oh, could you read that? I need my glasses.
No, I can't. It's too embarrassing for me. Linda, you have excelled yourself. That shibori piece is truly stunning. I love your pieces, and that's from Anne. And thank you very much indeed. I do appreciate that, taking the time to text in. It means such a lot.
It
Thank
does,
you very
doesn't
much.
it? It's so nice when you do message in and let us know your opinions on things. It's lovely. And also any comments or messages you have.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just really pleased that sort of Anne's sort of noticed that the fact that this, you say, I'm going to do a piece of jewellery all in the same colour, and you think, oh, I'm not sure about that. But, you know, I think I've proven that it does work.
It really works. It really works. Because the colours complement each other, but some of them can stand out quite dramatically in comparison to others.
Yeah.
Going back to the seed beads, I mean, look at the pop of colour that you get with those.
I know, incredible. They are really bright. I'm trying to think what we can... They're almost like lapis mixed with tanzanite. That's the sort of effect I think you get.
Now, as you've already commented about the big piece, which I love. I love it. I love how you worked with the shibori. Is it just one piece of shibori that that whole section is just one piece?
Yeah, no, I didn't use all of it.
Wow.
That's probably 2/3 of the ribbon.
So it goes a long way.
Yeah.
It does go a long way. So what we're going to bring to you next is actually that shibori. I'm going to move that over there if that's okay. And in that pack, you'll be getting blue raspberry shibori ribbon. Yeah. Half a yard. Blue raspberry like the pop.
Yeah, blue raspberry.
Guess what I saw in the supermarket today?
What?
Umbongo.
Really? Oh, that takes me back.
Big carton of umbongo.
Oh, that takes me back.
Other drinks are available. But there was a big... So you are getting half a yard of this one, and it's such a beautiful colour. Every single one's going to be different as well, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got, this is what we call a double dyed shibori ribbon, where you've got the two specific colours there. If you flip it over, you've got a sort of a matte side, which I love, and then you've got a shiny side on the other side, and obviously the colours are transversed as well, you know. But what I like about it is that you can, as you're doing now, you can twist it and have a shiny and a matte together. You can use it very sparingly if you want to. If you can cut it into 3 lengths. I do like to make it voluptuous, though, my shibori pieces. So like voluptuous shibori.
I love how you said that. Voluptuous shibori.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. And not only are you getting the shibori, but you're also then going to be getting your Violine Ultra Suede Foundation, 8x5 by 8x5, and it's a beautiful colour.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, don't see this as a foundation sheet, a backing sheet. This is posh felt. This is, to me, it isn't felt. It's not made like felt, but it's what I call a posh felt because it's so softly woven. You know, you can use this in any of your textile pieces. I've made fabulous flowers from it, tree decorations, all sorts. So don't just again think, oh, this is, I've got to put this on the back of my shibori, because you know, you can use it for lots of other things.
It'd be lovely to actually show some of this off as well in a design, because it's really quite nice.
Yeah, well,
really
yeah, you might.
Yeah,
I might just be doing that in a few weeks.
Oh, and not only do you get those two, but you also, not even touched on them, you get the lunar cabs as well, and you are getting 6 of those lunar cabs, and they look stunning in the piece that's been created. £19.95 is what you're looking at for the entire section of that kit. Most definitely.
I mean, the shibori ribbon itself is still quite difficult to get in the UK. There aren't that many people that are stocking it, and the majority of people stocking it, including that big sort of jungly type of huge online shop, they are selling it in 4-inch pieces, okay, for £4 for 4 inches. So that's 18 inches. Which is a lot better, and because it's that's sort of what is about 18 pounds, I think. What, 4 inches, £4, £18, because you've got half a yard there. You've literally got half a yard.
Half a yard.
Yeah, so it's a good buy. I'm not saying you can't get it elsewhere for that price, but they are few and far between, trust me.
No, it's a really good price point that you're looking at.
Our ribbons are beautiful. They're made to order in America, so consequently we do have to wait a while.
Yeah, we don't get them in very often, do we? And they do tend to fly out when we get them. Probably because of the weight as well. So we have got a third part to the kit, and the third part you are going to be getting 3 lots of your Swarovski. You will be getting amethyst crystal bicones in 3mm, it's 48 in that pack. You'll also be getting crystal lilac shadow bicones in 4mm, and there's 48 in that pack. And then you'll be getting your crystal violet bicone beads in 4mm, and there's 48 in that pack too. They're really pretty colours.
They are beautiful colours, actually. Again, you see you've got those ombre colours you've got there, which work beautifully. I mean, goodness knows how many different shades of the primary colours. It's a bit like the Mayuki and the seed beads. There's thousands of shades of one colour. But they are particularly beautiful. They really are. I love the pale lilac-y ones.
They're the ones that I was drawn to instantly, but I also like the darker ones.
Yeah, the little darker ones I've they're sort of more highlighted in those little earrings.
Yeah.
The other larger one are in the sort of fringy necklace with the lighter ones on the end, but those are the tiny ones in there which work really well.
I do like those. Oh, I do like those. Again, I love that because it's very much a feathery piece for me, that.
Yeah. I mean, I will admit that I started that piece, and I did tend to, I looked at a pattern and I thought, I can't follow this pattern, so I tended to go off bat a bit and made up my own pattern, and I really apologise now, I haven't a clue how I made that.
She did come in today and said I tried to recreate it, but I
will work it out. I will work it out by just looking at it deeply and quietly. But I haven't a clue how I made it.
Oh dear. £13.95 is what you're looking at for those gorgeous Swarovskis.
Gosh.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Really brilliant. So you can't remember at all?
No, I mean, it's literally, by the time I was a quarter of the way through it, it was on repeat in my head, so I knew where I was going and just continued to do it. Then I boxed all my pieces up ready for the shows and everything, and then when I came to look at it this evening, when I put them out the back there, I thought, I haven't a clue how I made that. So I will look at it and I will be able to decipher it, but I didn't have time to decipher it this afternoon.
That's okay.
So I admit to that. But then there are millions of patterns, and it just goes to show you can make up your own.
Absolutely. So are you going to demo that big one?
Well, let's do a little bit of shibori. Shibori hasn't been on, to my knowledge, that much. So if I will show you, anybody who hasn't seen how the shibori works, we'll go through that and show you how to attach it. But just to go and talk about the amethyst and the lunar cabs. The lunar cabs, if I move that out of the way at the minute, the lunar cabs, basically I've got some black beading foundation here. This isn't ultra suede. This is beading foundation, okay?
Can you use the ultra suede?
You can. The beading foundation is as you can see, it's standalone. The ultra suede is more floppy, and it is a little bit more difficult to pull the needle through the ultra suede when you're doing a lot of tiny seed beading on it. So I'm not saying that you can't do it. You certainly can, because I've done loads of it straight onto the ultra suede. But beading foundation really is the best way to go. So you cut yourself a template, whatever you want to make. Don't worry too much about it, because it looks a bit ugly as it stands like that, but once you've got your work on it, it obviously turns. No. And then the next thing to do then is to use your ultra suede, and before doing anything on this top template here is to cut the ultra suede. In other words, pop that on top of your ultra suede, draw around it and cut that, because trust me, once it's beaded up you will be coming over the edges, and it's really difficult then to get the right to stitch on the back, because this is where all the work goes on, all the bibbing and bobbing around with the different elements that you use. So you can see all the stitch work that needs to be covered, normally covered by either a little blanket stitch on the edge or a seed beaded blanket stitch, so all the work's covered. So if you want to use the gorgeous, stunning lunar cabs, right? That was where I went first, to be honest. I normally add shibori first, but I wanted to put on the lunar cabs. And I thought, well, how many do I want? Now, I'm sort of looking at that, and that to me shrieks a couple of eyes. So I can't find my, here they are. So consequently, just be a little bit random.
What dinosaur is it?
Pardon?
What dinosaur is it? We're going back to the... It's a velociraptor, not a velociraptor. Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
We're going back to the seeing things in...
Oh, okay. Okay, doke. All right,
You
fine.
say it looks like
With
eyes.
you, got you.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, it does. Yes, absolutely. So consequently, I've got two very close together there. That is really symmetric in mine because it's two.
Yeah.
So just anywhere, pop the third one down, and then consequently then you get more of a balance, I think, for a piece like this lovely banana shape. Right, so what I would do next would be to glue those on, okay? You can actually glue them onto some more beading foundation and then work on it and then glue the beading foundation to the beading foundation.
What glue would you use?
Just E6000,
Okay.
Any quick drying glue.
Yeah.
Okay, you want something that's going to dry really quickly because I'm impatient and I want to start working. So I tend to use the glue that's super most of the time because it cures quickly. But just be very careful with it because if it comes along, if you glue and you get glue on the very outside of that lunar cab and it bleeds into it, you can't stitch through it.
No, because
once
it gets
glue
really
gets
hard,
you won't stitch through it. So it's just keep it in the centre of the stone. So what I would do, I'd put those on and then you can look on YouTube. There are loads and loads and loads of Jewellery Maker YouTubes as other YouTubes showing you how to peyote bezel around the lunar cab. So that's another show. But with the shibori, there are many ways of attaching shibori ribbon. You might like the sort of the matte side, or you might like the shiny side. It's just exactly, you know, what you think is going to work. Now, to attach it, probably the beginner's way is to use it in its whole width and keep it in the length as well at the moment, because you can just put on as much or as little and then trim it. So if I take my size 10 needle and my thread, and then I'm going to come down about 1 centimetre, pinching the shibori together, and it's just going to pass through the little sort of hills, the little upsy down. Don't worry if it doesn't go through everyone, it really doesn't matter. Bring the thread through, okay? Don't at the moment have any tension in it at all. Now don't, whatever you do, come over and go through again. Just retrace your steps backwards. So turn your needle around, be careful not to split the thread, come back all the way through, okay, and then give it a little bit of a tug. And we're starting to get this sort of a little fan shape there that we can utilise if we want to in the shibori. I'm just going to go through one more time because I find that 3 is the best, okay? Now I could put that down now onto my template, okay? And I could have that little fan shape there. It could be bigger if I wanted it to be, but I can have that beyond the perimeter of the beading foundation, and then I would just stab stitch it down. If you want to have like this voluminous shibori that I'm talking about, right, what we do then, this is just, again, you can play with this medium and see what sort of majestic things that you can do with shibori. There's loads I'm sure I haven't found out yet. But to make this sort of lift, we've got this little fan shape here. Now if I turn that round, flip the shibori away from me, and then what I'm going to do is take it to the, virtually to the edge of the beading foundation, and I'm just going to stab stitch it through one stitch there. Then I'll do a central stitch. You only need 3. Pop it down again, and then one more on the edge. That's all we need. The 3 stitches. You don't have to be fussy about it in any way, shape or form. The ribbon does all of the work. And then if we flip it over, it's sort of stuck down there now. So what we can do is really play with it. we can really open it out. And see, we get this, because we've gone underneath like that, we get this lovely lift. So if I pinch it there now, and then think, well, I quite like that. Every piece of shibori that you ever do will be different. Now I'm going to jump right down. I'm not going to take that thread off there. Wherever I put my finger or thumb to sort of manipulate the shibori, you can see that this is more open here and a little bit more closed up there. That's part and parcel of design. So, but wherever I'm holding it, I'm just going to come in from the back, and then the tiniest little stitch to seal that down. Okay, so now that's held there, it's held here. I've gone sort of above the perimeter of the beading foundation there, and I quite like that now. I've pushed, you can push it, you can turn it over, but if you push it like that, you'll get this beautiful sort of shell-like look. So I really like that. So again, I'm just going to come back from the back into this point here, which is obviously giving me that little bit of a shape there. Let's get that sewn down there to keep that. And then we're going to just zip it over in case we lose the other edge, and pop that down as well with just a stab stitch. And then I'll come in the middle. Now when I come in the middle, I'm going to try my best to get the tiniest stitch in the world, and I'm trying to get it in the little valley as opposed to the sort of the raised part of the shibori. Is that to hide it? Yeah. The thing is, with shibori, if you do see a stitch, don't worry about it, because you can pop a bead on it.
Okay.
You know, there's no rules, there's no rhyme, there's no anything. You can just pop a bead on it. And that really is really quite beautiful. Now what I could do now is I could turn, and I could actually use the matte side. So if I turn it once, and I'm holding that there again, and I'm really pleased with that, so it would mean a stitch in there and a stitch in there, again not finishing off the thread but just coming back along. Or I could turn it twice and come back to the more silky side, okay, and then I'd have that, see that little roll there, I really like that. And when you get that there, you can just anchor it with one stitch and one stitch there, and then push it with the needle and push it there, and you think, oh, that's quite nice, I quite like that. So it's a surprise every time, but that's all it needs, is just to play with it. When you find something that you like, we'll twist it like that. If I put a stitch in here, okay, that anchors it, and then I normally use my needle to sort of raise it and see which is the best. So that's nice. So again, holding on to that, come in from the back, try not to injure yourself.
Oh, don't put it through your finger, please.
Well, oh gosh, I've got to tell you this. I was doing this the other day, and I was doing it in the kitchen. I was doing it on my lap, and I sewed myself to the shibori piece. I stood up, and the piece was sewed onto my trousers.
Not your leg itself, just
not
the
my
trousers.
leg. No. Oh dear me.
That could have been hideous.
Oh dear.
Imagine. Oh no, just no, stop. Right.
Right, so again, it's just a matter of playing with it. I mean, you can actually, if you want to, at this point now, you could even put a knot there. And
that's nice.
yeah, you can put a knot there, see what happens, pull the thread, pull the ribbon, let's tighten that knot up just ever so slightly. Pull the ribbon across the knot, let's anchor it down over here. So if you just sort of anchor it down there and pull it over here, and anchor it down over there. We'll just get it from the inside a bit more there to make it a little bit looser, right? And then anchor it down there. And then you've got this lovely piece here for like things to peep out of.
Yeah.
You see, like you could do a fringing that's on the other neck that would peep out of there. So again, if I just hold on to that there, that lower part and that part there, pop in one stitch. That's all it needs, is just one stitch. It just behaves itself so beautifully, and the more you work with shibori, the more, the braver you get with the fabric itself, It is a permanent crease in it, but it can be relaxed over a light bulb or something, so heat will relax it. It's also it won't fade, it won't run. So because it's pure silk, it's 100% silk, it's incredibly durable. So we've got that now, so I can bring that one over there, and let's see how far we want that to go. Hang on to it there, and then pull that through. Now, what I can do now is, because I've got the residue of the ribbon is peeking out from, oh, I didn't catch that. Hang on a sec, let's just catch that, just otherwise I won't be able to demonstrate what I meant by that, so I'll just pop that in. Don't forget that you can add more thread, so only work with what you're comfortable with. Right, so this now, under here now, I can actually take my scissors and go right underneath, and it won't fray.
Yeah.
Okay, it will not fray, that won't. I can bring that over there now, and then finish that off. I could make that a little bit more voluminous. I can push that up so I can get some little peeps out of there. And then start really decide whether you want to do any more shibori on it and bring in a piece here. I mean, the lunar cabs would be sitting sort of there and there. I mean, by all means, you can do the exact opposite to what I said and bring the lunar cabs in afterwards. So you can sort of bring them in sort of a bit like that, and then bead them up. And then the fabulous amethysts, which are these chips, are sort of top drilled. So if I just pop my thread there, you can. This very much, it's rarely, like Rachel plans her wire work and that and does all these fantastic sketches and things, but I feel that shibori is always a one-off, and consequently just have a very slight plan in mind and then just go for it. It won't turn out exactly the same as you thought, but it's just the sheer beauty of it will evolve.
Doesn't each piece open slightly differently?
Yeah. Definitely it does, yeah, completely. It's a natural fabric. Now these are top drilled, these amethysts, so you can pop them on, okay, and then you just hold them and then put your stab stitch in, okay. Now some have got slightly lower drill holes than others. If I put another one, say here, right, again, so I'm going to have to come in, I would go through that stone 3 or 4 times. Okay, I can hold the stone there, I can let it drop down and see what happens. I can play around with it, quite like it to go there, because don't forget we're going to seed bead in there, etc. Now, the point I'm trying to make is obviously, because they're top drilled, they can be a little bit floppy there, okay? They can sort of raise up. So, sew them in firmly. And any ones, I mean, particularly the big ones, any ones that you find are sort of raising themselves when you move the piece, the tiniest bit of fabric glue will keep them down, just the tiniest little bit. And then it's just literally a matter of playing with whatever you've got. And as I say, you can bring in another piece of shibori, sort of here to balance it. You could bring in another piece up here, pinch it, and bring in just to balance it. That would be all puffed up, etc. You can, on these little sort of, let me bring my scissors in, on these little sort of rivulets up here, you can run the little tiny seed beads, different levels of it. You can have little fringing come out. Here you can have something little peeping out of here. You can, if you want to, pop another stitch in there to spread that out a little bit. It's never finished until it's finished, a shibori piece, if you get what I mean. You know, you can always add to it. You can always add to it, and if there's something that you're not really happy with, more than likely it'll be the way you've anchored your ribbon down, so you can see the little stitch, just snip that little stitch and then re-stitch it somewhere else. Okay, if you snip the little stitch, look where the back part of that stitch is on the back there, and then if you use your, hopefully, you may have a thread zapper or something like that. Just melt the thread so that it just will not pull through then, through the back. But it's an absolute joy. Shibori work, any textile works is an absolute joy. And obviously you can bring in the beautiful Swarovskis as well.
Thank you very much, my lovely.
I could just carry on all night, sorry.
It's a fabulous medium, and if you are coming from, say, sewing or something like that, it's a really nice way to actually transverse?
Yeah, completely.
Into it.
Yeah, completely. I think anybody who is a sewer, anybody that does handicraft work or anything like that, lace making or whatever, can make jewellery. There's no doubt about it. In fact, I would encourage you to do just that because your inspiration's there.
It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love that piece, isn't it? How long did it take you to do the beading?
To be honest, that didn't take that long. That probably took 3 hours, that piece.
Wow.
Yeah, it didn't take that long because I was working with one colour.
Yeah.
You know, and it did just speed the process up quite a bit.
Very nice. Which one was it, my lovely? Ooh, so I'm going to bring to you now, Linda, my darling. Thank you very much for that.
Oh, it's a great pleasure. I love it.
Now,
oh, look.
would you like some of these to go with
yeah,
it?
please. Yes, yeah. I'll look after those for you when you're finished.
In clearance. We've got 18 chances of this remaining. Remember, for the rest of the hour now, we are going to go into clearance, and it will be very limited on stock. So we're looking at diamonds, black diamonds, and if you remember what I said earlier on about some black diamonds, they can be gunmetal grey and they can have pocked marks or pit marks. Take a look at these. They're black.
Gorgeous.
Do they look like they've got any pit marks? You'd know straight away if they did. You'd see it instantly. They are gorgeous, aren't they? 1x1 to 3x1 mil. It's a 4 centimetre strand. There is only 18 of them, and that is it. They've only ever been at £90 before. We're about to drop that price. We're doing a huge drop as well. Huge. We're not just talking, say, £5 off that. We're not talking £10 off that. We're taking it down to $64.95. So if you ever thought black diamonds were out of reach, they are really beautiful, and we have taken it as low as we possibly can. Becky's saying, oh dear, it's an accident. I've just hit the wrong button. No one's convinced, Becky. No one's convinced.
She's been on a long time.
She's been on since 3, so it's understandable why she's gone that low. It is brilliant, and yes, it is a little bit more considered than some items, say a quartz, but it's diamonds at the end of the day. Black diamonds, if you can get a hold of them, get a hold of them. You want them, don't you?
I definitely want them. I mean, again, on the popcorn bracelet.
Yeah.
Or as earrings. I'm into earrings tonight because everything's so sparkly, and I think sparkle in earrings is just wonderful.
And just
I mean, that's gorgeous, isn't it?
As a bracelet.
Yeah, just put that popcorn bracelet either side of that. Wow.
Done.
Wow.
That is fabulous, isn't it?
Absolutely fabulous.
The lustre that you're getting on this as well is just magnificent. I often compare the black diamonds to a spinel, and I say if you want a really high quality black diamond, it needs to look like a spinel.
Yeah, and it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
In fact, you know, we say that spinel is to look at is better than a black diamond, but I would disagree with this strand though, to be honest.
I think this is spot on. Absolutely spot on. Next up, ooh. Can you see this? It's another one of those. Can I catch the light at the right angle for you to be able to see it? I think you'll tell exactly instantly what this stone is. Yeah.
God, that's got some thickness to it.
It is rather chunky.
It is chunky.
It is rather chunky.
Chunky
Can you see that? Look how much adulorescence you are getting in this one stone on its own. How impressive is that? So you're getting 3 of them on the strand. Look.
Beautiful. I mean, that leans very much to, again, sort of Art Deco, Great Gatsby type of jewellery, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Really, really does. This with the black diamonds. Or even spinel on its own.
Yeah, where the silver chain type thing is in between it, the black diamonds. Oh, yeah.
So these are actually electroplated as well, so the metal is on the gemstone
Beautiful.
itself. It's not an item created around it, holding it in, which is why it can be done just around the edges.
Beautiful.
Just around the edges. So there's no denying the beauty there. And no hiding it as well. $27.65 is what you're looking at here. Imagine this is a big colour piece.
So deco, isn't it? Absolutely. I mean, if you bring your sort of hands sort of closer together and you get, if you hold the stones and bring them in and raise them. Sorry.
Go on, you do it.
Yeah,
you do it.
Sorry, it might not work, I don't know. But I was just thinking that they'd have to come off this. But if you bought, that might look quite ugly, but if you took the chain off, obviously you're going to take them off, and then bring them in together, because they're top drilled, bring them in together, and you would have a really beautiful design, because you could then think of something to put in that little segment there, perhaps the crisscross of the black diamonds, etc.
An angel for the Christmas tree.
Oh yeah.
Or a fairy for the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You're thinking of an angel for the Christmas tree, yeah? We are. Love it.
Beautiful.
Hold those lines. Ooh. I think you're going to like this.
Oh, wow.
I do think you're going to like this a lot. These are round, faceted gemstones. And they are so pretty. Oh my goodness, is that actually zircon? I was looking at this thinking, that's too big to be a zircon. It's too much sparkle and fire for it to be... I was thinking cubic zirconia. I was thinking it might have been that, but that's actually zircon, the oldest gemstone known to man. If I was as old as this and looked as good as this, I would be so happy.
Oh, tell me about it.
So happy. You're getting 2 of them, the 6.5mm. And you're getting 2 garnets there as well. Look at the
Those
look
garnets
at
are
those.
gorgeous, aren't they?
They absolutely are.
Really, they're like rhodolite garnet, aren't they? They're so deep.
They are, but rhodolite garnet generally has the purple overtone.
Yeah, it
and
does.
this
That has
doesn't.
this really bright red,
This is
isn't it?
yeah. This is more of your orangey and reddy colours coming through. I mean, you could actually look at that and even mistake it for a ruby, couldn't you?
I mean, these are calibrated, aren't they? So if you can find the ring shanks to go with it, and bezel them, it'd be beautiful.
Oh, it's just so stunning.
8,
I'd want to turn them into 2 earrings, yeah. 1982, I'd get it. That's the year I was born as well.
What's the year I wasn't born?
No, that's the year I was born, 1982.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Becky's just... and I was born in 1993. Because technically, Paul, that's what we are now. Oh, dear. Hold those lines. What's next, my lovely? What's supposed to be in number 7? There isn't... Well, I might have actually pinched that one out of there and looked at it earlier and then not popped it back in the right. Yes, probably what it is. Well, you've got to, haven't you? I mean, when you see sparkle or when you see colour variation like this, you just take a look at it. You'll understand why I went straight for it and then moved it. Because it is gorgeous. The amount of colour that's coming out of each and every single one of these. There's no denying that's beautiful.
Oh, it's just stunning. Let's get that out of the way.
260 carats is what you're looking at here. 260 carats of labradorite, graduated faceted flat drops, 8 to 21 millimetres, and it's a 32 centimetre strand.
That's really special, isn't it? I mean, as I was saying earlier about labradorite, you get these deep shocks of blue. I love this turquoise.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely stunning. I love that turquoise that's coming off of it. The turquoises and the golds. Oh, it's amazing. Look at that. So mysterious, isn't
You
it?
can understand why people thought there was something very magical about this.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, it's beautiful.
That is stunning. Earrings. Although I really want to just look at it constantly. So I'd probably want it as a bracelet. Imagine that as a bracelet. £16.50.
Wow.
No, that's a brilliant price. It's clearance, remember, until the end of the hour. We've got about 15 minutes remain. Look at this one.
Pink there.
Can you see that?
Pink in that one. That's beautiful.
I like a bit of pink.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
It is. Absolutely is.
So amazing.
And in this one,
Madagascar Labradorite is lovely.
it's absolutely exceptional. There's no question about it. Now, hold those lines on that one. Good luck on that one as well. Ooh. Is this Kunzite?
Wow.
In 6mm? When did we get this in?
Wow.
Why do I not... How many have we got? No!
Gosh, you didn't like that number, did you?
I'm sorry. No, I don't like that number. There's 9.
I'll bring that jadeite with you.
Just stop thinking. This is what... Oh!
I love that jadeite and kunzite together.
Yeah, they are magical.
Oh.
Absolutely made for each other. No question about it. Those two are... Oh.
Beautiful.
Are there any of the jadeites left? Oh, there's a couple of the jadeites left.
Oh, that is just magical, isn't it? It really is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, hands down. If you can get a hold of this, remember it is clearance. We are going to... I've not seen it in 6mm. And not like this. It's beautiful. When did we actually get this in? Oh, 2017. We have been hiding this beauty. It's another one of those that we've popped in the vault and forgot about, isn't it?
Yeah, you see 9 strands in the vault, and it gets overlooked on a regular basis.
Yeah, it's really
so
bold.
It's lucky for you guys out there.
This is why you need to watch the late show. It's just going to be like this, isn't it? Lots of little items that we didn't expect to still be here.
I mean, if you did buy that last kit and you got the Swarovskis, the Swarovskis will be beautiful with that kunzite.
Yeah, absolutely. 38.92. They are gorgeous. That is one of the finest qualities I've seen, and the size is so beautiful.
I mean, this is a true, like tanzanite, a true Tiffany gemstone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kunzite.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the effect that you get.
Beautiful.
It is.
It's like fairy-like. It's fairy tale, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just such a lovely, soft, tranquil colour. It really is an amazing gemstone. If you can get a hold of it, do definitely get a hold of it. You've still got that 30-day money-back guarantee as well, even on a clearance.
Doesn't it absorb light during the day, and then it
does, yeah,
and
it
this
gives
is
off.
the evening gemstone,
So-
it gives it off at night, doesn't it?
Yeah, it phosphoresces, so it absorbs the light, and then it gives a little bit of a... It's a little bit like...
A bit like solar energy.
That's the one
isn't
I'm
it?
after. Yeah, like solar lamps that you have in the garden. What was it? 11.
Ooh. Gosh, those are
Chunky.
chunky.
Not a nice turn
Nice
to use,
colour
but
as well.
Really nice colour, really nice size.
Like a winter white, isn't it?
Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah. White freshwater cultured potato pearls,
Lovely.
11 by 9.
Massive. Beautiful those are.
They really are. I'm going to pop these with the jadeite.
Yes.
I'm going to pop it with the kunzite.
Yes, well, the pearls will go with most things, but what I like about the kunzite and the jadeite is it's translucent, just like the pearls, and it has like a pearlescence.
It
So
really is
they
beautiful.
really work together.
Really beautiful.
I mean,
Just the way it
that
works.
strand of pearls on its own is... Wow.
Yeah, it should be £29.95, but as it is clearance, we're taking it to £14.
What?
£95. In fact, not even £14.95, £14.50.
Goodness gracious me.
What would you do? Because I'd be, with that price, I'd be going earrings, 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 earrings. If you're making to sell, earrings.
I would go, yeah, earrings, but then I would multiply by 2 strands at that price without a shadow of a doubt, because that just restranded with a lovely clasp on it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, that tanzanite that we had in the silver, it was encased in the silver, that 12 doesn't it?
Yeah, that
in the
looks
centre there.
fabulous.
But that on its own is just is a very wealthy look.
It is. Without a question of a doubt, it really is. It's big, bold and beautiful. Not it.
Nobody in their wildest dream, if you saw that in a jeweller's shop, whether it's on a high street or whether it's in a village or whether it's on Bond Street, if you went into that Bond Street establishment and said, I want those for £14.50, you'd get arrested. I mean, it's a steal, basically.
Yeah, yeah. You'd definitely be escorted out of the building, wouldn't you? Hold those lines on that one. I'm going to bring to you. 7 was the one we've already done, my lovely. Yeah, no worries.
Ooh. Pears.
Many pairs. Many amazing colours.
This Labradorite is different to what I've been seeing over the last few years.
It's bordering towards spectralite, isn't it, with the intensity of the colour that you get from
Definitely
it.
different.
200 carats. Loads of pairs on here, loads of them. We've literally just got gorgeous, beautiful, I want to say slabs of Labradorite. Look at the colours. And we've just inundated the strand with them.
Yeah.
Should be £24.95. Going down, how many, oh my goodness, how many of these are there? Oh, there's 22, going down to £14.95. Oh, they're gonna go. Oh, they're gonna go, they're gonna go. Look at this one. Is that your favourite? Luke?
Beautiful, isn't it? I mean, if you like making like butterflies, dragonflies, things like that, perfect. Flowers, obviously, perfect. Just a couple of drops as earrings, gorgeous. I mean, that strand, you can get payback on that strand many times over with whatever you do, going from one
Oh my goodness.
to more than one. And look at the gold in that. It is like a dragonfly's wings, isn't it?
That's
Just beautiful.
incredible.
Just want to look at it. I don't think I've seen Labradorite with so much gold in. All in
That
one
it's
strand.
stunning. It's stunning. It's really stunning. And
Madagascar again.
it just it's breathtaking. The quality that you're getting of this strand is just amazing. Absolutely
it is.
amazing.
It is. God, if I had ever had a strand of Labradorite in a kit like that, I think I'd still be on the moon.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful. Still be on it. I got back last week.
So, how often do you go to the moon, Linda? It is those pinks that are coming out. And the fact you've got such a multitude of colours coming in each and every single one of them. I mean, some are so beautiful. They're going to sell out, so I'm going to bring you box number 9 instead, which is this gorgeous. Oh, wow.
Oh, these fancy sapphires.
Yeah. Take a look at the green here, though. Take a look at the quality of this sapphire strand, and you've got to ask yourself, why is it in clearance? I think it's literally down to just the quantity in this instance, because you've got as many different colours as you could possibly imagine on there. You've got almost paparazzi colours, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely.
I can't guarantee it is paparazzi, but it's certainly those kind of colours, isn't it? $38.64 is your price point on this. I'd be so happy just to get those colours there. And then look at the beautiful pinks through to the ruby.
I mean, you could use this as a sort of a teaching strand, really, because, I mean, until I worked at JewelleryMaker, I didn't know sapphire came in any other colour than blue.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can show someone that strand if you're selling fancy sapphire jewellery and that, and say, look, you know, and we haven't probably got all the colours that it comes in, but we've got the majority of them here.
Yeah. You know, I was watching a programme this was again before I even started working at the company, but I was watching a programme and someone mentioned they had white sapphire earrings. I was like, no, there's no such thing as white sapphire earrings. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I mean, there's rubies in there.
Yep. Of course, because ruby and sapphire are the same gemstone. They're both corundums. That is a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous strand in every single way. At $38.64, grab it. If you can get it, get it. I mean, look at these. They're almost neon, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Gorgeous.
They're incredible. Now they're looking more yellow on the screen there, but actually in the studio it's a slight green, like a peridot green is what you're getting in that one. And you've got your pinks there bordering towards the purple. Now that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Do we have time to squeeze another one in? Ooh, ooh. You're gonna let me pick? I'm going to go for this.
Well,
because it's completely unusual.
Well, it's completely unusual.
And it would make a great belt.
It would.
It would make a great pair of earrings because it's lightweight. It would make a great belt.
Yeah, it would make a great pair of earrings. Actually, you could have the smaller one and then you could put 3 of the larger ones attached to the smaller one as earrings so that you've got movement in them.
Yeah. Or as a bracelet, that would be really pretty as well. Lightweight bracelet.
Yeah, load them up.
So you'd want more than one?
Yeah.
On them.
See how nice they look calibrated together like that?
Yeah, they do, really do. Linda, can I just say a huge thank you to you?
Thank
Today's
you.
been absolutely
really
amazing.
Enjoyed it.
When are you back on again?
When am I back on again? Next Saturday mid-1, I've got 2 really stunning kits.
So what do you want the price to go to?
On that? Under 5?
There we are, then why don't we do it? Let's do it.
Wow, got my wish.
$4.95. Linda has got her wish.
Magic.
So what are you looking forward to on the next kit that you're doing then?
I've got 2 seriously beautiful kits next week. I'm not
You're just not giving any clues at all. I thought I'd get in there.
They are different. Different for me. They're full of colour. The one is very colourful. And it's beautiful.
I thought I could get it out of you then. I thought I could. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. It has been amazing. Make sure you're checking out on all the items in the clearance aisle, specifically on that one, because it's very limited on stock. Also, don't forget we are starting again in the morning at 8 AM with more incredible deals, and you can watch the repeat throughout the night as well. I will be back with you again tomorrow mid, so at 1 o'clock. And I believe I'm joined by the gorgeous Claire. So huge thank you to you, my darling. Again.
Thank you very much.
And thank you to every single one of you. It's been an absolute pleasure. So get yourselves checking out, get yourself making beautiful jewellery, and don't forget to send your photos in as well. Love to all.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use